What is up, everybody? What's up? What's up? There's a plus 11 Arcway already starting. Let me start queuing up for a few things here. Lower Kara as well is not going to be fun this week. We got into the Arcway, so we'll join that. We got that Pug life going. What's up, Demon Hunter? How you doing, man? So we got into an Arcway group. Let me start heading on over right now. It's all good. It's all good, Demon Hunter. Don't worry about it. Can't always be here. I get it. I understand. What's up, Federico? How you doing, man? I do also need to buy some more seals this week. Oh, and I did get an upgrade in my weekly chest. My weekly chest had this neck piece right here, a nice little 940 neck piece. Just starting to get lucky on my rolls. At this point, we are 3 weeks away from Antaurus, by the way. Antaurus is right around the corner, so hopefully I can get a better helmet and some better pants before Antaurus comes here. I think those are the two pieces I have that are holding me back the most in terms of item level. Yeah, and a ring, a 920 ring. But once I replace those guys, we'll be good to go. So first raid that we're doing, first dungeon we're doing is Arcway. So I'm gonna start heading on over to Arcway right now. I just one-shot these mobs now with a shield slam. Got a 935 relic. Nice. Nice. That's for sure an upgrade. My relics right now are 935, 920, 920. Those guys need to be upgraded for sure. Alright, let me go back and help summon. Shatu, that's fine, man. Fridays is when we do raid runs as a community. Today's mostly me just pugging some mythic pluses, showing you guys the affixes, and maybe for like the last hour or so is when I do Tomb. Got a 935 Shadow Relic. Nice. We all got really good rolls this week. Maybe they upped the chances. I know they upped the chances this last patch. But maybe now that they also told us when the new raid is coming out, maybe they up the chances a little bit more to finish getting geared up, since we're 3 weeks away. You're watching my pug run from October 30th? From October 30 minutes ago? Nice. Wait, when you were watching, did it say like, he's now live? Click here to go live. But yeah, the new raid is going to come out on the 28th. 28th for the new raid. So we have 3 weeks, including this one, of TOS raiding, and then of loot chest. So the week before the 28th, when I do the This Week in Mythic Plus, I'm going to tell you guys to not use your seals. Just don't use your Seals of Broken Fate, just so that you have a full 6 going into Antaurus. So I'm gonna be letting you guys know to not be using them. Hype for the next expansion? Oh man, that next expansion! I'm gonna start leveling up a rogue to start doing some PvP. Although to be fair, I'm probably better at arms PvP, so I'll probably be doing that when the raid comes out, or when the new expansion comes out. I pug raid Friday, yes. Nights depends on what time zone you are, but at around this time is when I start the Friday. So if this is nighttime for you, then yes, nighttime. So this week we have teaming and necrotic. So you guys are going to see my necrotic stacks here. since we got some good stuns, this is when I'm gonna start trying to get away, land a few stuns. No, they ended up splitting up, so I have to run in here. I'm not gonna be getting a lot of healing right now, just because of the nature of this pull, but I shouldn't go down either. Perfect. So necrotic rot goes away. I can go ahead and do the next pull just fine. Alright, so what I really want to do is let that necrotic fall off first. There it is. And then I'll run in here and get these guys. The green goo, the green ooze is a little bit more important, or a lot bit more important actually, than the other guys. So that's why they're targeting that one down first. And then we'll go ahead and just keep DPSing these guys. I gotta make sure I pick them up as best as I can. A few of them are gonna bounce around, and that's inevitable because I don't have an infinite amount of cleave. So there's that. And what door is open? We got it open over here, so let's go this way. Alright, let me pull this guy. Sylvanas, the new hot chick in the block. Dude, when she went full Banshee mode, that was insane. I like that. It's morning for me, too, so it depends on your time zone. Like for me right now, it's 11:30 in the morning. So Fridays I go live at the exact same time as right now. I go live at 11:30 in the mornings for myself. So yeah, depends on what part of the world you're on. All right, that went by relatively quickly too. It's painless, painless. You were confused why it didn't start 1:30 your time. It depends on, again, it depends on where you're from. We have daylight savings time. So for us this past weekend the time changed, and I don't know if that's the same for everyone. I know like if we go by universal time, that does not change. So yeah, it's just a daylight savings time thing. Time change for us. Yeah, daylight savings. What's up, Clint? Getting the rip keys in. Clint, you were a little bit absent yesterday in the guild run. What's up, Epic? Sylvana has been your waifu for a very long time. Gotta be careful with that waifu, man. She's got some power to her. All right, let me pull this guy back. I wanted to let that Banshee kind of keep going past us. I didn't want to pull him or pull her as well. What's up, Ezekiel? How you doing, man? Don't steal our waifu. Maybe with these this new stuff, these new things that she did during the cinematic, maybe she'll become a harder war chief to kill, like in terms of for the Alliance when they raid Undercity. Right now she's pretty straightforward. Maybe she'll get new powers and become a lot harder to kill in Battle for Azeroth. Allies dropped their pants when she turned into a Banshee. That was a good one. I didn't notice the time. It's all good, man. We got it done relatively quickly and painless. We just had one wipe, and that was it. All right, so we'll pick up these arcane anomalies slowly going into that room. You don't want to go too crazy by just pulling everything in that room, and I do want to keep them interrupted as best as I can. But that slicer is gonna go through the grade. Did take one of the guys out, to be honest, and it's not a big deal. We'll be fine. There's a 15 necrotic stacks on me, so that gets a little heavy. Tears flowed when she shouted for the Horde and your Alliance. It was good, man. That was a really good cinematic. Call you Zeke? Yeah, absolutely, man. I am familiar with Zeke, with the name calling of Zeke. Alright, so we'll pick up these mana worms when they come here around the corner. There it is. Make sure we pick them all up. And they're currently stunned, but I'm gonna wait to chain stun them. So I'll land my stun right after, and that's really it. That was quick and painless. Just more painful without you, I know. Well, you could have topped the meters, man. Could have been you. Alright, since I don't have my AoE pickup, I'm just going to pull one side right now. Without my Neltharion's Fury, you know, I just want to make sure that I pick up everything as best as I can. And there's the stun, the follow-up stun I mean, because they did get the first stun off on them, so I got the second one. And make sure you interrupt that heal, that reconstitution that they try to do. And we should be good. Perfect. Alright, for this one you can just stand right here. Perfectly acceptable. At this point, the large majority of the room is empty, so it's no big deal. And there's the stun, there's the follow-up stun. Make sure you interrupt that. How about the affixes this week? It's not. It just depends on how comfortable you are with necrotic, to be completely honest. If as a tank you know exactly how to deal with necrotic and you know exactly what to do to combat it, then this week isn't too bad. The only parts that are bad are certain dungeons have those mini bosses. Those guys and those dungeons are going to be more difficult. Just because you can't stun and you can't snare the mini bosses. So, Vault to the Wardens, Upper Kara. There's going to be a few of those dungeons that are just going to be a little bit more painful. Although even then they're not too bad. Since it's tyrannical as opposed to fortified. If it was fortified, it would make the mini bosses that much more difficult. But since it's teaming necrotic and tyrannical, we get a small break from the teaming necrotic by having that tyrannical. So it just really depends on how comfortable or uncomfortable you are with necrotic. If you hate necrotic and you hate dealing with necrotic, then yeah, it's going to be a very tough week. If you're really good at dealing with necrotic, you'll be fine. Make sure to interrupt that overcharged mana as quickly as you can, or else you get a damage buff. And if he gains too much of a damage buff on a tyrannical week, you'll die. You'll go down. Not a good time. What a great time for WoW this BlizzCon. Yeah, we're getting our HP reduced. Yeah, I saw that. There's also a ton of tanking changes coming, a ton of them. So there was a post on MMO Champ that showed all of the proposed changes that it looks like we're gonna have according to the demo build that was out on the floor on BlizzCon, and it's insane how many changes we're gonna get as tanks. So I'll be making a video about that soon, about the proposed changes so far. I know that they're not final, they're not live, they're not even in the PTR, but I still want to talk about it because it's crazy how much they're changing. Yeah, 20k. Yeah, it's probably going to be like Wrath of the Lich King numbers. That's what I'm expecting. 20k, and maybe by the end of the expansion, maybe like 40 to 50k. Depends on your gear. Everything is getting squished, even item levels. Yeah, even item levels this time around. My only thing is, even though I'm not heavily invested into this, how is it going to affect the transmog crowd? Like those people that just really like farming the old transmog, the people that run Maradon, not Maradon, the one out in like Searing Gorge, for like all those level 40 transmogs, all those blues that are really rare, like the miner's cap and stuff like that. How is it going to affect all that? Because all the item levels going to get squished. The level scaling is going to be changed. So everything's going to have different levels. So I just wonder, how much that's going to change. And if it's worth like investing in a few of those old transmogs that are already hard to get. Are they going to become harder to get? What should we do when the line appears on 3 players? Stick to each other as closely as possible. So the area in between you and the other 3 players is the area that's going to be nullified. It's going to become arcane. So the smaller you can make the area, the better. So you can either try to hug each other at that last moment. I really need to get healed. I'm dying. So you either need to hug each other at that very last moment, or what you can do as well is split apart but become as thin as possible. Try to become just like a really, really, really thin line. So those are the two things that you should do when you get that triangle. Either try to hug each other at the last second, or spread out and become thin, like a very, very, very thin line. Because if you just become a super big triangle on the floor, then you're gonna lose a lot of space. So you want to maximize your space. Alright, gotta make sure we unlock. Where's the quarantine going? Where's the quarantine going? There it is. Gotta make sure you unlock whoever's in there. It does a lot of damage. Cleansing Force, I also want to try to get away. I used my leap earlier, so I don't have my leap up. Certain transmogs will skyrocket, since you'd have to freeze your experience to get some of those items. That's what I'm thinking. You're gonna have to like freeze your experience at that like level 40 mark, and then try to go in there and solo a dungeon that's your level, so it's gonna be even more difficult. So certain classes aren't gonna be able to farm it. Certain people are just gonna be too lazy to farm it, and yeah, I think it might lead to a big skyrocket of that. But who knows? Maybe they did also say that they want it to be where if a mob dropped a certain item, then that mob still drops that item. That's what they said in the panel. But who knows if that'll stay true for all of these like old transmogs. But they said that if a mob drops a certain item, it's going to continue dropping it. But who knows? Who knows? I always hate this dungeon. So dark, so dark. People will be afraid. It'll be like Silithus farming, so you need a level 40 mog to have a level 40. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how that market gets hit. Oh, they pulled without me. Oh, cool. I like how the mage pulled without me. Squishy mage. Alright, we can just move on from that pull. It's not too bad. Necrotic isn't going to be too bad in a dungeon like this because of the lack of those mini bosses. Like everything here can get stunned. I also have a really good demon hunter that's stunning everything for me. Like this demon hunter gets it. We pull a pack and he stuns it, and then I'm allowed to drop necrotic almost immediately. So I have to work in conjunction with him. If I were to just stay in, my necrotic stacks would be like twice as high right now. I'd probably be at like 20. But once I get to about 5 to 10 stacks, that's about in his rotation where he decides to throw out a stun. So at that point, I decide to reset as well. So you guys see that he did throw out the stun there. So noticing when your DPS does stuff like that is also important, because it'll help you. It'll really help out in terms of being able to drop necrotic, being able to sync up with them, and seeing exactly what they do. Uh-oh. Alright, I don't want to charge in there right now. There it is. I wanted to wait for most of that arcane to be done. Alright, so my necrotic here is getting a little bit higher, but I'm still not too worried about it. This pack doesn't hurt too bad. There's the stun from the demon hunter. Perfect. Just in time. So I have 24 stacks. I can either keep kiting and just keep walking away, or charge in there and stun, but didn't see the need to use a charge. Shatu, Dave, thank you, man. Thank you for the subscription. I hope you are enjoying the content. I know you said that you were just seeing my other live stream, so thank you for subscribing, man. Every Friday we have the viewer runs that you were watching. So this Friday, if you want to join us, you absolutely can. We do normal TOS first and then heroic after. And on Wednesdays, I run a bunch of keys. Hopefully give a few rip keys to the gods. I try to not shy away from difficult keys either, so I will probably try to do a Vault of the Wardens later and an Upper Kara to show you guys the more difficult dungeons. I'll run Cathedrals on Wednesdays. I'll run Seat of the Triumvirate. I'll run anything that's more difficult that week. This week it's going to be the mini boss dungeons that are a little bit more difficult. That Blink Strike. Alright, let me pick up this ad here. So you finished the Argus campaign and found out that the whole Netherlight Crucible, such a noob. Oh man, no, the raid from Argus is on November 28th, like Epic said. That'll be when normal and heroic mode are going to open up the same day, and then the next week Mythic mode will open up, and then the week after that will be like LFR and LFR Wing 1, and then every week after that will be more Wing. This past week you did a plus 15 with Team Ragnaros? Who's Team Ragnaros? You just mean with a bunch of people from Ragnaros? Alright, where are we going? This way. This dungeon is always so dark for me. Doesn't help to have a little bit of screen glare either. You don't really read patch notes and stuff? Yeah, no problem. I'll be making more videos about like the release of Antorus coming up and stuff like that. We just learned about it. Maybe today's Wednesday. We learned about it maybe on Sunday. I want to say Sunday. I think was the day where the release date came out about Antorus. So still new. I haven't necessarily done a video on it. I'm getting people the KSM achievement. I got my my plus 10 achievement on my blood DK the other day. I want to say Monday night for last week. I hadn't done a plus 10 yet. I just finished like my legendary research on my blood DK, and so I was able to finish a plus 10 on time for that. Can't remember which plus 10 we ran. What's up, New Era? Hey, New Era, I saw your message yesterday after I was done uploading, but I was in the middle of my guild run for Heroic TOS, so I was otherwise occupied. Alright, hopefully we get a CC here. Who do we have? We got a sheep. We got a sheep. Let's get a sheep. He's targeting him. The mage is targeting. Oh, okay, there it is. Perfect. Alright, I'll drag the Princess of Misery up. Or not. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit more difficult because this is one of those mini boss situations with some other people added up on top of it. So my necrotic stacks are going to be going up. And then we also have the Blade Storm happening. So I'll try to keep it a little bit more local to me, but it's probably not going to end well. So I do have 19 stacks right now, which isn't a crazy amount. There it is. We're good. We're good. We live. I'll wait for the mage to come back. All from that server. Oh, so you got everyone from Azralon. That's why it's the Azralon team. Any rip keys yet? Not yet, man. Not yet. We are on our first key. Alright, let me jump in there. I lagged a lot during that charge. I know that sometimes what happens is when you decide to charge, you actually glitch through the floor. It's happened to me in the past, and I thought I was gonna glitch through the floor and actually DC, but no, didn't happen that way. I'm glad. You have to make sure to interrupt that Portal Argus. That Portal Argus is deadly. Deadly. You can do a 10 when it comes to 11 plus, things fall apart. 10 and 11 shouldn't be that much of a difference, man. It really shouldn't be. Moth 10, that's what it was. Thank you, Glock. What a man. What a man. So deadly. All the deadly things, so deadly. What's up, Brittany? How you doing? So expansion Horde will get Night Elf and Alliance will get Blood Elf. No, Alliance isn't getting. Oh, you're talking about the Nightborn, and yeah, you're talking about the allied races. Yeah, it looks a little bit like that. You're hiding in a corner, hoping nobody can hear me talk. Alright, so for this pull, there's not much you can do besides targeting the Seers first. That really should be your #1 priority, because those Seers have those like laser eyes that kind of bounce around and hit people. You can dodge them if you're completely fast enough and see every single eye, but it's normally a little bit more than just one person can handle. How's my healer doing on? Oh. I was wondering how my healer was doing on mana. He's at 58%, and he decided to pull for me, so I'm guessing he's alright. You know, when the healer pulls for you, I'm going to assume that their mana is fine at 58%. But if we die to the healer going Noom, that won't be good. Alright, so now I gotta keep an eye out on the bat. There is a big delay between when DBM says that it's happening versus when it actually happens. So just keep that in mind, that there's a huge delay on that, on those bats coming out. That Shadow Slash. Alright, we do have to move out of the way here. And we might actually have to deal with the next bats. We have 15%. The bats should be coming down right around now. Yeah, there they are. Okay, so what we're gonna do is jump off over the edge here. All I need is a little bit more trash, 96%. So any little bit of trash will help me out. Other than that, you're good. Wait. You're trying to hide the fact that you're playing WoW from people? Like, shh, nobody can know. All the betting going on. What's up, Brendan? The level on this one, I believe it's just a +10. Oh, it's an 11. 11 Arcway. It's going pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. Necrotic hasn't been a big issue. I think by this point, honestly, most groups are geared enough to DPS through Necrotic. So right now, if you see our DPS charts, yeah, Necrotic is just not going to be an issue. There's someone pulling 1.6, 1.3, and 1.2. Like, yeah, Necrotic is just not going to be the big deal here. Uh-oh. Alright, so I don't want to pull that Banshee here with us as well, even though she's definitely coming this way. So what I want to do... Oh no, she's going around. She's padding around. Perfect. Yeah, I didn't want to get all this and a Banshee. I mean, we all know from the Battle for Azeroth cinematic how deadly banshees are. Priest can't go Are you sure? I feel like I've been in a group with a priest that went I don't like pulling the boss without pulling the Forgotten Spirit, because the pack can come back around, but that's fine. We'll just keep going in circles. Keep going in circles. Why no macro for leap? I don't have a mouse. You're talking about like a an unused macro, right? That wherever I hover my mouse, it gets used. I have this other macro that I've gotten really used to over the years, and I'm not, you know, it's just something that I'm a lot more used to at this point. What my macro is charge and heroic leap in one button. So that button to me just means that it's going to cut distance, whether it's by charge or by heroic leap. So I have both of them set to one macro. So when I click the one button, if I can't charge, like if I'm out of charges for my charge, I guess is the best way to put it. If my charge is on cooldown, then the heroic leap target will come up. But I can also charge on heroic leap. So you guys saw that. Like I'll do it right now. If I was close enough to the boss target, then I would charge, but I'm not, so the heroic leap comes up. So yeah, that's the current macro I have, and I've gotten really used to it. And every now and then I'll lose track of where my mouse target is. I can click, you know, over here on the right hand side. So it's just a lot easier for me to use this macro. I just gotten used to it. Super sure we chain pulled all day yesterday. Solid on mana. That's time walking though. Time walking is easy peasy. I was running DPS trinkets for time walking as well, just because it's not too bad. All right, where's the spirit? I do want to be careful with that spirit, just in case. Unstable mana. Let's see where that drops. Ooh, is that person gonna die? That unstable mana will catch someone off guard every time. Every time, like every run you do, someone should get caught off guard. Right now, we still haven't gotten anyone caught off guard by it, but I'm waiting for it. Also, interrupting the accelerating blast that advisor casts is a good idea. He gets a buff every time he casts one, so it's a good idea to interrupt it. Alright, he needs to run over here. There it is. And his positioning let me go through the necrotic a lot easier. I think that was a +3. Upgraded +2. Okay, not bad. We did it in 28 minutes. That was pretty quick. 9:30. Not gonna beat my weekly chest this week. My weekly chest this week really did well. Had to step away. Not right now, New Era. Not at the moment. You did get to practice your disc, even though you were half distracted since we're getting a new fridge. The old avocado. You have an avocado green 70s fridge? You should keep it. Alright. This other person wants the neck. Where are they? Once they come over to Dalaran, I'll give them the neck before I drop group, find something else. Magic healing, you did. And you have a matching oven to go with it, with the avocado green. Nice. Alright, we'll give away that necklace, and time to find a new rip key. So yeah, the difficult ones are going to be Vault and Upper. Eye isn't bad at all. Doesn't have a lot of mini bosses or anything like that. 17. Oh man. Upper Kara, 15. We can sign up for a 15. Cathedral is going to be normal this week. I really want to get a key that has those mini bosses. People were pushing some high keys last week. I'm seeing a lot of high keys in here. Oh, newer. I need to do it on my lines for sure, man. On my blood DK. You used to work on the avocado green fridges. Dying on leaking. Yeah, you got to get rid of it. Got to get rid of it. Avocado puke green. Vault of the Warden. That's one of the ones that I really want to do. That's gonna be the one that I can think of off the top of my head with the most mini bosses. So wait, Brittany, since you're hiding in the corner in your library, so nobody hears you talking WoW, you don't want anyone to know that, hey, this person here, she plays WoW. Hey everyone, hey everyone in the library, the person listening to this, she plays WoW. Your boomy roommate got an 18 Dark Heart Thicket this week and wants you to tank it. You should do it. You should do it. You should definitely tank an 18 Dark Heart. Sounds like you made it awkward for yourself, Brittany. I didn't I didn't do it. You should definitely do an 18 Dark Heart, Brendan. If you have, let's see, what's the biggest part is gonna be not even the Dryads. The biggest part is gonna be the what are they called, like the Keepers of the Grove or whatever, the guys that spawn the mushrooms. The bears are gonna be a pain. So the very beginning of the dungeon is just gonna be a pain for you because it's gonna be the kitties that leap on everyone and do a ton of damage. Although we don't have fortified, we do have teaming though, so that's gonna hurt. But yeah, if you can nuke those guys down, then you have the bears and the keepers, and the other significant trash that I can really think of. That's really about it. The last pulls before you get to Shade of Xavius can be a little intimidating, but if you keep your interrupts going, you keep some good stuns going, there's nothing crazy there. Smell a ripkey coming. Is that what that is? Oh, yep. Yeah, that's a ripkey, guys. That's gross. That's gross. It smells a little sulfuric. You don't care that they see you used to play WoW in the library? Nice. Cheez-Its and Ripkeys. That sounds like a really good guild name. You always have a straight face in the office while you play WoW. You should tell him that if he were to pug as much as you did, that he'd have just a serious face too. He needs to pug more. The last pull, just use Invis pots. Yeah, you can definitely just Invis past a lot of that. Warrior tank, so you should be good. Uh-oh. I'll tell you what, if you use Warbringer, you'll be in a good place since you can chain stun a little bit better. Warbringer allows you to do that chain stunning just a little bit better because it doesn't share those diminishing returns. So if you're running Warbringer, I can see it being done. You might also let's see. Will the legendary pants help you? An extra charge of spell reflect? Not necessarily, but it won't hurt. Extra shield block will be good. So maybe, in fact, maybe instead of running legendary patch, run legendary bracers and legendary trinket if you have it, just like a big bubble to deal with necrotic getting a little out of hand. Or you can run the, I would probably never suggest this, but the heroic leap shoulders, so that you heroic leap away and charge in. to get those stuns going. But I don't know if you want to run heroic boot shoulders. I'd say you'd get more mileage out of something like this, or maybe even the pants, just to keep shield block up. You always like Vault of the Wardens until the end. You suck at the last boss. You just have to stick on the person that has the light. Whoever has the light in your group, stack on them, and don't let them go. Just hug them and hug them tight. You have the trinket for your pally. I think at this point I've gotten every single legendary except for Pridas on my warrior. I just haven't gotten Pridas. I think that's the last one I need. Probably pants and bracers. Yeah, pants, bracers. Pridas even would help out, just because it's a bit of a bubble before you start getting affected by so much of the necrotic. Terrible at stacking. That's not good. You're gonna need to stack for sure for the next raid, I'll tell you that. There's always stack mechanics. Alright, so I'm at 11 stacks of necrotic. Not too worried about running out right now. There it is. Alright, I'm going to pick all these guys up, do some nice AoE threats, and then once my stacks keep adding up a little bit more, I'll start running away. So I am a little bit snared here, and I do want to interrupt that. No, we didn't get to interrupt nightmares. Didn't tab spam fast enough. Alright, getting those stuns off. No, my necrotic stacks are getting way too high. Alright, my necrotic stacks got up to 30 because those guys do snare, so that gets a little bit deadly. My healer's just AFK. That doesn't help either. It doesn't help when you're trying to get healed and your healer is just AFK in a corner. Just not helpful for trying not to die. Making you want to run keys. Keys aren't too bad this week. Honestly, like, I've said it before. This week it's all about how comfortable your tank is with necrotic. That's it. That's all it boils down to. I gave it a 7 out of 10 because there are a lot of people out there that just hate necrotic. They just hate it, and they refuse to play on necrotic week. But if you know necrotic, it's not that terrible, except for mini bosses. Alright, so we'll LOS this pull. We'll start trying to pick up everything as it runs in. There's one guy that always is just casting in the corner, and it's hard to pick them all up. So once my stacks get a little bit higher, a little closer to about 20, I'll run out, run back in. I am sitting at 25 stacks. At this point, I'm receiving a very, very small amount of healing, but I'm going to be dropping it right now. There we go. Drop that. Interrupt that Nightmares cast. Perfect. I got really, really low there, and my rogue actually did go down, and that's going to be one of the bigger regular trash pulls that we can do here, or that we're going to do here, like just part of standard rotation here. Like these guys, I'm not too worried about my necrotic stacks getting high because I can build up enough and ignore pain fast enough to just ignore the fact that they're gonna negate my healing. Oh, perfect timing on the pats as well. You just got new internet too as well. Nice. Yeah, you should be able to run things a little bit smoother with some new internet. I don't see why not. You're bad at stacking and healing at the same time. I see it. I see it. I hate that. I hate being slowed. Yeah, I did. Yesterday I tried to do, so for this week in Mythic Plus, I tried to do an Eye of Ajara yesterday first. That was a rip key, and then I tried to do and then I did an Eltharian's Lair. So Eltharian's Lair worked out for me, but the Eye of Ajara, the reason why we failed was everybody kept killing the ads on the boss. So every time the boss threw out one of his impaling javelins or spears or whatever, we had one person die every time because they kept killing the ads. So it's really not that bad. It was just a matter of people not understanding how to properly handle the boss. Oh, you're getting new internet as well, Zeke? Nice. AFK healing is the best healing? Oh, check out Katie's stream. Yeah, I saw her. I saw her streaming. What was she doing? Lower Kara, because she did Opera and she did Morose. I stopped by for a little bit. Hopefully you can find yourself some nice tanks. Hope so. Yeah, this week if you have a tank that doesn't know what to do with necrotic, it's not gonna be a good time. Look at this guy. He's just standing there. He's just standing there waiting. I mean, I was waiting for him too. Need to hire me to push your keys? I don't do too much key pushing, to be completely honest. I'll run like a few 10s and 13s on stream, and that's all I do on my warrior. I'll run on my warrior. I run the This Week in Mythic Plus for the footage, and then I run with you guys on Wednesday, and then that's it. The rest of the week I might run different keys on like my Blood DK, on my Boomkin. I try to keep them up. I try to keep them up and maintained, but not always. Like the week that Destiny came out, I only did the keys on my Prot Warrior. Didn't do any of the other characters. Too much Destiny. Alright, so this boss is going to go down relatively easily. No big deal on him. Just because he doesn't have that glitch anymore where we end up in the ground, or he ends up in the ground. So that's cool. That's cool that got fixed. Thanks. And he needs to move. He's just sitting there casting. He needs to hurry up and come over here. Alright, there it is. Perfect. Alright, the necrotic stacks are going to get crazy on this pull, but that's why I want a small little break between this pull and the next. So now everybody else can kind of keep the threat and keep the aggro of that while this resets. Perfect. And I'll heal myself with a victory rush. But yeah, necrotic week, if you just pull all the way to mother, you will die. You will die. I had 70 something stacks there, which is like minus 200% healing or something like that. What's the difference there? One is trying to be quiet while keeping your voice down, and the other is something that's very funny. Turn them into rip keys. I can do that. I can turn any key into a rip key. You want to push keys? I mean, there's so many groups happening in LFG. You can just do random plus 10s to your heart's content and just keep doing plus 10s. This is gonna be a battle for necrotic. All right, we're gonna have to try to kill the ads. Oh, nice! I like how people pull. Very cool. How to make your tank passive aggressive. Number 1, pull for your tank. I know the dictionary too.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, Demon Hunter's from another country. I'm sure for Demon Hunter and for Epic. Wait, Epic, where are you from? I actually don't know where you're from. the disorient. Alright. Alright, so I really want to kill this ad, the Stone Quillin, so I'm going to focus my personal DPS on it. I realize that I'm a tank, and that's not really going to make a big difference. But I want to kill it because of the necrotic. Just necrotic. Necrotic is something I want to make it. I want to make it go away every time he teleports away. So every time Inquisitor teleports away, I want the necrotic to drop. Alright, so Sap Soul, I rotate Pummel and Spell Reflect. And then if I need to rotate one other thing, I'll use a shorter cooldown like Demoralizing Shout. But for right now, my main focus is taking down whatever adds that Inquisitor brings. So, where else did Inquisitor go? Okay, so... Uh-oh. Are they really going out there? There it is, CCM. Perfect. So there's the other Sap Soul. I'll throw my Spell Reflect on there. Alright, so the Mind Flayer is here. I need to pick him up, but the Sap Soul was about to go out, and I didn't want my big AoE pickup to kind of be... Uh-oh. Alright, Frightening Shout. Frightening Shout. We were able to get that right at the end there. Alright, so I used Demoralizing Shout for my cooldown on that one. I do have 20 stacks because those... I had the boss and 2 ads on me. So at this point, it's all about rotating my cooldowns. So I do have Last Stand Up right now, and then once that goes away, I'll be using my Shield Wall just to kind of prevent damage from even getting to me. At this point, I'm not really getting healed. I think I'm getting maybe like 10% of the actual healing done. And even though we're in the last few percentage points, it adds up. It adds up a lot. Alright, so this is going to be one of the mini-bosses, and she is terrible. And so is that Boomkin that pulls for me. He's also terrible. So, the reason why this is so terrible is because you have 5 people putting necrotic stacks on you, and then one of them just can't go away. So what you're going to see here is me try to reset my necrotic stacks. So I go over that edge and run across the room, and normally this works. There it is. It worked. So now I can get healed again, and now the ads are down. So you really need to time your how you get rid of necrotic on this particular mini boss, because she's one of the bigger pains that exist in this vault. Out of this world, Demon Hunter. Nice. I'm gonna be on my warrior on Friday. I've been testing out like pugs on Alliance, and I get much better quality of pugs on Horde. So we'll be doing the runs still on Horde this Friday. So until like my Alliance character is not that geared, so until I get until I get way better gear on my Alliance tune, it's gonna remain Horde for now. What's up, Katie? How you doing? Has anyone seen the American Psycho Pokemon cards video? I have not. I have not. Katie, they were talking about you earlier and your streams. They said they all stopped by your stream. Are you starting to pick up a regular schedule on streaming, by the way, Katie? Let me rotate this last lens that we need here as well. Perfect. Not sure why that beam was still up that much longer after everything happened. But alright, again, this point we want to avoid standing in all of that stuff, and if it hits him, it's actually more DPS for you because he does take the damage. So avoid all of it, let the boss take the damage, and you'll have a faster fight than normal. Perfect. Any rips? Not yet, Christian. Not yet. But this is probably going to be one of the harder dungeons because of the mini bosses, so we're trying this guy out. You're going to bring your chamois for this week's run? Nice. Working on a schedule, been busy. For sure. Yeah, I even saw you started enabling VODs for your stream, so that's cool. People can tune in later and after the fact. Alright, let me get over here. I know that Boomkin is gonna pull for me. Look at it, he's already pulling. How's our time doing? Why is he... I mean, there's no need to pull for the tank. Look at the time. We're fine. We have 18 minutes left. On a plus 12. Alright. Some people, I guess, are just antsy. You figured that out? Cool. Make sure it conflicts with my schedule. Oh man, splitting the audience. Splitting the audience. The spinning circle is real. What spinning circle? What are we talking about? They want to 3-chest it? Is that what it is? Doesn't even mean anything anymore unless you're running at least like a plus 15. 3-chesting doesn't actually mean much. Alright. Three chests in 4 minutes? Yeah, that's not gonna happen either. Alright, let me run over here as well. Oh no, that guy's gonna go off. Yep. Alright, so there's a lava wreath. Who's that gonna go off? I see it right there. And we have the frozen section again. Come on, come on. Can we get it? Can we get it? No, he's probably gonna die before it freezes. Oh, our healer died too. Katie trying to rip. No, man. Just someone else that wants to stream. Alright, well, we're gonna skip this guy? Yeah, we are. I don't mind skipping mini bosses on a necrotic week at all. It's their pride. It matters to me. It's my pride. You can't take that away from me. That's what happens when they AFK heal, they die. Just spamming, just clicking on the bars that are going down. Look at this. Like, what? Alright, you're gonna get hit once. They did a tricks of the trade to me. I wanted the Boomkin to take one hit. Get a little scared. It's okay, just a little bit of fear. Just put a little bit of fear back in the Boomkin. Like, here you go. You sure you want to keep pulling? There you go. That's for you. That's a little love tap for you. What's up, Snubsy? How you doing, man? Let them tank. I was going to. I really was. I was gonna let them have take one hit, but they tricked the trade into me. Are they from the same realm? Let's see. No, they're... Oh, the healer and the rogue are from the same realm, and then 2 DPS are from the same realm. So they might all know each other, but at least they're at least in pairs. As soon as they do something above a 10, the groups don't do so well. Is that really that's your guys' experience? I can do plus 10 to plus 13s just fine. Once I start getting to plus 14, and especially plus 15, the groups just start falling apart, and just people start ignoring mechanics. Like, I think people join a plus 15 expecting it to be no more difficult than a plus 10, and people just start ignoring mechanics, and it goes downhill very fast. Alright, so the necrotic stacks on this are really gonna suck, but, and especially now. Alright, so I'm gonna go hide behind this ring. Hopefully it keeps me safe for the time being, because this necrotic needs to fall off. But that ring was amazing. I'm also not going to aggro the Spirits of Vengeance right now because of these necrotic stacks. So now that my necrotic stacks are doing alright, I'll jump back in. But before that, it just wasn't going to happen. The necrotic stacks would have gotten way too high. So unfortunately, I chose to kind of like dilute that damage amongst the rest of the team, which isn't the responsible thing to do. But if I wanted to survive as a tank, it needed to be done. Solid monkeying right there. That really was good. That was a bad pull that was going to result in a wipe, but that monk made it work. Yeah, I've noticed different qualities on Horde and Alliance, but it could be the shard that I'm on. I believe, and I'm not sure. I think so. I believe I'm on a different battle group on my Alliance realm and my Horde realm, so it could be the battle group I'm in. If they still do sharding in that way, if they still do it by battle group, but I don't know if that is even true anymore. I don't know if they do or don't, because there's a few realms I just don't see anything of, and there's a few realms I see a lot of. There's a monk. Oh no, the ring didn't do anything this time. Alright, we just need to take them down. I need to pop a cooldown to survive this, which is going to be Last Stand. Last Stand just gives me more HP, so it's unaffected by necrotic. So go ahead and just do that. How's our percent looking? 98. We're gonna be 0.5% off. 0.5% off. Yeah, new era. I've noticed that too. Yeah, we're 0.4% off. I've noticed that my Alliance Pug is normally a little bit lower in quality, but it could be the battle group. Not sure how they exactly structure the LFG channel. What is sharding? So when you go out into the world and you like do world quests and stuff, you'll see people that are from other realms running around. Back in the old days of like vanilla and BC and I think even Wrath, that didn't exist. When you ran out into the world, it was only people from your realm, and that was the only thing you ever saw. So they implemented sharding as a technology, I think during Kata or Mob, I can't remember when, where the world automatically populates from different realms and different servers. And that's when like the LFG feature came out, when they introduced Battle.net and Battle.net Friends. You could start doing runs with people that were in other realms. Before that, you could never. You could only do runs with people that were from your realm, and that was it. So when they introduced sharding and all that, the sharding was based on something called battle groups, but I don't know if they still use battle groups for that technology that autofills the world for you. So when I go into LFG, I'm used to seeing like Illidan, Azralon, Bleeding Hollow. There's a few realms that I'm really used to seeing, and it could be because of battle group. Although I don't know if they've even had a conversation about sharding in a long time, so I don't know how that works. But sharding worked across battle groups, which is, oh man, he got completely destroyed. The Boomkin got completely destroyed by the glaive. So yeah, battle groups were introduced to help populate battlegrounds, which is why they were introduced. So I think it was in Burning Crusade that they were introduced, and it was for when you did battlegrounds, you would see people from about, I think it was like 7 to 8 realms in a single battle group. And so you had I think 9 different battle groups. So yeah, all this like old weird technology that I don't know if it applies to LFG anymore. I don't know if that's why qualities of pugs are different going across different areas. I'm not sure if it really has to do with the realms, if it only has to, because I don't think I get to play with every single Alliance player or every single Horde player. They changed the way she runs, by the way. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Normally when she did a kickback to you as a tank, she would take a little break and I was allowed to charge back because she would stand still. Now she chases me instantly. Look at that. So as she kicks me, she chases me instantly, so I don't get to charge back in. That's weird. That's what happens when a Boomkin tries to tank. The glaive flew at his face and he didn't dodge it. Wasn't my fault. See, like that time she didn't move. So that's more of what I was expecting, but it didn't happen the first time. Okay, we gotta move this way. And what's next? What's next? Next one's gonna be a tricky one. No, pretty easy. And then we're gonna have one more wave. Alright, perfect, I see it. Very nice. He tried to tank the glaive. Yeah, he did. He really did. Didn't work out too well. And I can charge. Yeah, there's no wall here at this point. Cross realm zones aren't sharding. Oh, my bad. I thought it was all part of the same technology, Clint. Yeah, it seems like sometimes she chases me and sometimes she doesn't. So that's weird. You streamed your healing on your monk one night. It was fun when you were rusty. Nice. Oh, there's the glaive that's gonna be coming back in. And the creeping doom, where's that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So I see one of them here. And I don't know where the other wall was. I know the other wall was on this side, but I'm not. Oh, there it is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That knockback. That's what happens when a boomkin tries to tank. Taking people out. Gotta avoid that. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, the fails are real. At 8%. I moved out of the way of the glaive. Only to completely fail at the rest of it. That was me. That's me causing a rip key. Your friend got me into Snapchat? Oh, Jesus. It was Kata, and then it's always referred to as Cross Realm. 1%, they're gonna make it happen. They made it happen. That was a rip key on me. They did it. They don't even care that I failed. You did that too. Yeah, I didn't pan back around fast enough. That was completely my fault. I was just trying to give you guys a rip key, that's all. That's all. I was just, I'm a firm believer in the sacrifices to the rip key gods. Instead of battle groups, they renamed to linked realms. Oh no, linked realms I think are when they joined the population of 2 different realms. So they would get like 2 low pop realms, join them together, and I think those are linked realms. They would also join their economy, all their trading, everything like that. Pretty sure those are the linked realms. Sharding was made right before Legion. Servers split into mini servers. Oh, okay, yeah, to populate the public area, right? Like the World Quest area and stuff like that. I try to rip key my own groups, man. I try to make it happen. Okay, let's find. Let's see, what would be an upper Kara? What else has mini bosses? HOV. HOV necrotic shouldn't be that terrible, except for the dragon pool. What's my key that I got this week? What did I get this week? Notharian's Lair. Not bad. Pretty straightforward key. Did this at 11 without a healer on necrotic. Jeez. Not trying hard enough for the rip key. Alright, let me find. There's a Cathedral, but Cathedral isn't going to be anything special this week. I really want to find an upper Kara, so let me look. Here's an upper Kara 10. Sign up to that. That's a 9. Won't have fortified, so won't go here. We'll try this 10. There's also 14, but the group is relatively empty with just 1 DPS. Oh, your party my key, so they want a full party to enter them. How far along is the Mage Tower built? Let's take a look. 94%, 94%. Almost there. Very close. To regulate population, keep lower ones and higher ones up. Okay. That's why the launch wasn't terrible. So here we have the Upper Kara 14. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's probably going to take a long time to fill up. We'll apply to it. We'll apply. What else? HOV. This already has some good people in here, or 3 people in here. So let's see if we can join into an HOV. Get that 14. Get that double tank plus 0. Double tank plus 0. It's funny, like every now and then I need to do the HOV zeros for stuff like plus 13 HOV, for stuff like my blacksmithing quest, and I'll run in there and I can solo an HOV 0, but it's faster with a group. So I'll run into a group and I'll just start chain pulling, and they'll start freaking out and say that they can't keep up. Alright guys, give me 1 minute, I'll bring it back as well. Alright, sorry. No, I've been feeling very under the weather, so I've been drinking a lot more fluid, so I had to take a bio break. HOV is fun for rips. Oh man, lightning, although we don't have fortified. Since we don't have fortified, it's fine. Cross Realm Auction House. Well, so they already added the cross faction auction house, like the auction house. So if you go to your auction house right now, you're looking at both Horde and Alliance. Like before, that was only done through the Goblin auction houses, which were neutral, but now it's just done normally. Anything over a 10 has to be my own key. What do you mean, Christian? You can't pug anything below a 10 or what? You'll take anyone's key? Yeah, my bad for the awkward silence. We're doing HOV. Someone yelled dirty words into his mic. Quick, break into his house! For DP all the mythics last week. Nice. Yeah, when I do M0s, I run these Moonglaves and then Leviathan's Hunger for single target. And if you pop Battle Cry right before you pop these trinkets, they do insane amounts of damage. Insane amounts of damage. No stream jug? No, I don't have a stream jug. You hated that change? Why is that, Christian? You started competing with more people over on the other side? since keys don't deplete, you don't really care anymore. It's true. They do bump down though, as you fail them. Oh, people don't pug higher than 10 on your realm? That sucks. 10 is the highest you can get. You finally got the tanking trinket from Kill Jaden. Nice. Oh, the one that reduces a big cooldown? I forget what it's called. It's not too good for me, so I don't even worry about it. Does it make you not a werebear? No, it makes you more werebear. It actually gives you a werebear non-combat pet, so that you can have it while you werebear. So you can werebear while you werebear. Alright, let's get some summons going. Double green fridge. Alright, everybody's here. Let's try this rip key. You'd have to delete your account. That's it. I need to start tanking on my druid now. It's official. I need to go werebear on my druid. Mage tower is at 94%, so by like tonight, we need to do it. We need to make it happen. Reduces your survival instinct timer, and if it's on cooldown, if I use it while survival instinct is going, it extends it. Oh, okay. No, thank you with that bear. Oh man. Let's see. You use the narcissistic mirror for double werebears? Nice. If the stacks get too high, what? Oh, okay. This guy's saying he's gonna snare for me. Look at that. Corruption slows enemy movement speed by 60%. So this dragon pull coming up ahead with teaming isn't going to be any fun, but we should be able to do it. Basically, you can have survival instincts up way more during long fights. You kind of want to try Mage Tower again with healing. It's good, Brittany. You should give it a shot. You should give it a shot. Shake the rust off. Shake the rust off by going into the Mage Tower. That's a nice legendary for this week. Yeah. I mean, I'm not too familiar with Warlock legendaries, so that's actually cool that that is being used. Healers have to do a dungeon with the worst pug ever. What? Alright. This should be fun. You really do need to shake the rust off. Yeah, you really do. Shake the rust off. Push, if you can push like 600k HPS, you'll be good. If you can push 700k HPS, you'll be really good. You'll be in tip-top shape for like a heroic progression group. But if you can push 600k HPS, you'll be able to join most heroic progression groups going into Entours. Okay, let's see how this goes. Alright, so my necrotic stacks are still relatively low. Nothing too dangerous right here. But they'll start getting a little bit higher and a little bit higher, especially because these guys are just going to last a long time. But I like the CC that they provided me over here by CCing that guy. So let me just hop over here and just start running away. 18 stacks. Whenever I get above 15, I like to walk away. And that's because 15 is 45% So that means that your healer's abilities are already almost at half, which is already insane. Can you imagine, like, your mana efficiency is half of what it should be? So at that point, I already like to walk away. Alright. This is not going to be fun. So hopefully we get a little bit of CC. What I'm going to do is I charge in here, interrupt that, and run over to the right. Alright, so here we go. Hopefully they don't stun me. That was really close to trying to stun me. And I'm at 6 stacks, but I'm already going to keep kiting because these guys are just going to be hitting really, really hard. And what I want to do is kite along the outside edge of the room. And that's because this dragon has that frontal cone. So I don't want to face that towards the middle. I don't want everyone else to have to worry about that breath. So if I aim that dragon towards the outside, I'm good. So you see right here, the warlock was right behind me. I don't want that to hit him. So I moved back right as that cast time was going off. But yeah, I don't want anyone else to get hit by that because it does one-shot other people. 6k HPS, been doing that since 900 eye level. Mage Tower for healers, it's a thing. It's a real thing. Alright, cool, let's get this done. Alright, we'll see how many... Sorry about that. We'll see how many people get taken out by him, though. Alright, so the front is going to get hit first. And then we're going to have the back, probably? No, middle. So I need to run back up to the top. Right here. And hopefully nobody dies. Nobody died? Alright, I think I need to die in remembrance of everybody else that has died on this stream running this Mythic Plus. I think we need to remember the fallen. Remember everybody that has perished to lightning breath before us. We're never gonna have Horn of Valor, Horn of Winter. We need to be careful with that. Alright, there's another Storm Breath happening as well. Let's see. Middle first, so we'll avoid middle, and then we'll run into middle as soon as it's done. So there it is, let's run into the middle, and perfect. Now at this point we just dodge tornadoes, and we're good to go. Alright, hopefully we get to push him before the next lightning breath happens. Alright, so where's the first breath happening? Is in the back, so I'm going to avoid that, and then I'm going to run into it regardless of where the next one is. The first one is always the most important, just because the first one is the one that can kind of catch you off guard. If you run into where the first one is, you're guaranteed going to be safe because nothing else can land on where the first one is. So now I need to stay alive. My priest went down, but he had the res cloak, so that's good. Alright. Perfect. I don't know if he had the res cloak or if it was a soul stone actually. Whatever it was, we're up, we're alive, we're good. I need to get healed a little bit. Probably not gonna go that way. No, let's run back. Okay, perfect. I didn't want to run in there with 20% HP. Just not something that sounds fun to me. Running into a necrotic attack with 20% HP. Alright, hopefully that warlock is far up enough that we don't pull. I think so. Yeah, we're good. Healing is all about knowing the mechanics of the fight and pre-gaming your cooldowns. It's true. If you know like when the AoE stuff is going to go out, then pre-casting is going to help you out a ton. This pull is going to be the bane of my existence. Okay, so we got a little bit of CC. I'm going to use Demoralizing Shout right off the bat to just reduce that damage I'm going to be taking. And now I'm going to start kiting at this point. So I'm at 14 stacks. I want to kite to get them out of that rune and just to reduce my necrotic. And then I'll be charging in periodically and stunning them at this point. I do also want to pick this guy up, add him to the pack. He has now been added as a sacrificial tribute to this pack. Let's run in and stun them. I'm at 4 stacks, not too bad. Alright, and there we have another group up of them, and then we're going to start casting the healing rune. So I'm going to let that healing rune go off while they chase me across this platform. My healer is down, so I do also need to be careful of that. So I'm maintaining a max ignore pain on myself while kind of running around, and that's something I really want to do just in case I get stuck somewhere and have to actively DPS them, actively tank them. So again, running back in there, kind of getting things done. Another rune of healing is going to land. Oh no, that was an actual heal. Alright, so we do need to focus DPS or kill the mystics. That's just how this is starting to work out because of the heals that they cast. Alright, my necrotic stacks are getting a little bit higher. My healer's back in here, but still getting really beat up. I'm assuming it's the etches, because the etches just target random people, and they do a lot of damage. Alright, my necrotic fell off, so I'll run back in here again, do a little bit of DPS, and start running away from that rune of healing. I interrupted that Holy Radiance, but one of the other ones still went off. So one of two went off. Not much I can do to interrupt absolutely all of them. But all of these cast timers, they're just really messing us up. So let me try to get them all together. But that's going to make my necrotic go up by a lot. There's a Holy Radiance again. Don't want to run back in. My necrotic is way too high. Alright, so the thing is, we're not interrupting the heals, honestly. That's the only thing that's messing us up right now. So that Holy Radiance, let me interrupt that one. But we're probably going to get the other one casting Holy Radiance. So let me focus it. Try to interrupt it whenever it starts casting. There's a Rune of Healing. Let me just try to even interrupt that. I'll stick on them now. It's a lot less of them. We slowly work them down. But yeah, this pull is just not friendly. But we got it down. No wipes. That was like 1 death. Alright. That wasn't bad at all. That was honestly one of the better ways that pull can go. You're going to be on Friday for sure, Brittany. Thank you for stopping by. Alright, let's pull this guy as well. Your Morose hit 1.3 million HPS? What? Oh, you hit 1.3 million HPS. That's crazy. That's why, sorry for that really lengthy pull there. I wasn't able to catch up with chat. Alright, this should be relatively easy to just take this guy down while I slowly work. Just renew up on the tanks, and bad DPS, use your gift of natural. What healing class do you play, Christian? Renew, so do you also play a priest? Holy priest? Oh, the stun! The stun! Dodge that. No work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, so you'll be joining for sure, man. For sure. Those healers are a pain. Yeah, that was a really lengthy pull. I normally pull these next 2 packs together, but the Shield Maidens break your armor. But the thing is, the fact that they do that in conjunction with like necrotic, just not gonna happen. If we didn't have anything too crazy this week like that, then I would pull them all together. But don't want my armor broken with 30 stacks of necrotic as well. I mean, I'm already up to 25, which is way higher than I should be. All about Holy Paladin. Can't seem to get the rotation down yet. I wonder if Ash is here. Uh-oh. Glock or Ash, are you guys in here in the chat? They know how to Holy Paladin very well, so they can help out, but I don't know if they're in here. I saw Glock in here earlier. Not sure if Ash is. Those healers are a pain with so much trash. Thing is, those healers like do really good AoE healing, and they weren't being focused down, so it was just a lot of AoE healing. But it's hard to focus them down with so much other crap going on. Like the etches hurt everybody a lot, so I understand trying to take those guys down as well, so that they don't do that etch cast. Betting the money. Doesn't look like this is gonna be a rip key again. We're just getting really solid groups today. This is a what HOV 13. We honestly got done with the hard pulls already. The dragon pull and the pull right before walking into these halls were gonna be the most difficult pulls, and we got them done relatively painlessly. There was maybe 1 death in each one, I want to say. Christian, I'm not sure if the command works in all caps. I don't think so. No, the bot didn't respond to you. I don't think it does. I think it is cap sensitive to that. There you go. Ah, shouldn't have done it. Never mind. Never mind. Let's just not bet any more money. Alright, so I do want to avoid the Holy Radiance, or the Sanctify rather. So for this boss, we do want to switch sides, and the big reason for doing that is it is Tyrannical Week. So Tyrannical makes it so that if you don't switch sides, the empowered bolts are just going to start one-shotting people. Just very easily. They'll just really start slapping people around and one-shotting them. So the best thing to do to switch sides, or the easiest thing to do, is to wait for the Shield of Light, and as that's being cast, jump, so that it hits you when you're at the peak of your jump, and if you're facing the other direction, you'll get knocked over perfectly. You'll switch sides basically. Alright, so let's get this guy pulled over here, and I pull her right here just so that nobody stands in the way of me switching sides. Now, the priest is on that side, so hopefully they do move. Clint with the big bets, man. Alright, so I do want that Shield of Light to hit me and only me. So here it is. I will jump up, and that Spell Reflect was like a second too late. I did get really hit by that hard. Messing up my Spell Reflect. I'm trying to rip key today, I really am. Alright, we should be good. The only thing is now people are kind of standing in the way. So since I don't want to hit them with that Shield of Light, I'm going to have to kind of take it over to the side. So I do see the Warlock there. Here it is. There's me taking it in a direction where nobody was going to be standing. And you guys did see me jump and kind of get knocked back into the direction that I wanted to be in. So again, we have Shield of Light coming in 15 seconds. So after this Eye of the Storm, we're going to get Shield of the Light. People are just kind of generally going to stay where they are. So what I'm going to do is go way over here. Way over here. Take the Shield of Light this way. Don't want anyone to get hit in that crossfire. So here we go. We did manage to switch sides. Now the thing is going to be avoiding everyone again for the next Shield of Light. So we have all my casters over here. So I'm gonna have to bring her on top of this platform and like over here in this direction to avoid hitting anyone. So let me go here. There's gonna be Shield of Light right now. Jump up, spell reflect, and there we go. Switch sides. You guys are getting real daring with those bets, man. Alright. Uh-oh. We have the Expel Light. It's gonna hit us. It's gonna hit us. Oh, it did manage to hit us. I am gonna stand again right up against that wall because everybody's over on the other side of the boss. And actually, you know what? I'm just not gonna switch sides right now. There it is. There was no need. It was at 3%, so we can just stay right there. Alright, let's move on over to the next boss. There shouldn't be anything crazy. He does summon ads. As long as those get handled reasonably well, you shouldn't be in too much danger because he does do the fixate. And when he fixates someone else, your necrotic stacks do drop. Our healer says that they need to drink. Alright, that's fine. Did you win or lose? If you spam the robot, it doesn't always respond. So you're gonna have to, and then checking currencies once every minute so that it isn't spammy. Alright, so as soon as our healer does drink up, we'll go ahead and pull. So 95, there it is. Let me pull all the way back here. Alright, so what I really want to avoid is a penetrating shot kind of going through the group. So I'm going to go around the corner so that the penetrating shot aims this way to where I'm standing, kind of in this direction. So that's really what I want to avoid. I am losing kind of aggro on this guy because the Infernal beat me to the aggro on that guy anyway. Alright, so there it is. We are going to get the penetrating shot aimed that way, which won't hit anyone. Perfect. Robot eats coin sometimes. It took out back then. Alright, so again here I do want to avoid the penetrating shot kind of going in between the group. So I'll go ahead and aim it this way. There it is being cast. So I'll go ahead and move. Actually, it got interrupted, so I think it's going to just recast. Yep. So I want to aim it the other way, and now I can kind of start running away, kiting it up, because I was at 12 stacks. English is difficult. We are gonna have to get a little bit more trash on the way back, but we'll see how much trash I need. Since it is teaming, we might get an accidental pull. I mean, I hope not, but it's a very real possibility that I can get a little bit of an extra pull over here by the tree. Alright, so I'll run into this bull. We don't have fortified, so it shouldn't be too bad. I don't want to accidentally pull. Oh man, I was gonna say I don't want to pull the stag, but we went ahead and pulled stag and bulls and everything, so this is really going to hurt. So there are the piercing horns. I want to stay away from them. Uh-oh. The stag charged through them and got some of them. Alright, we should have enough DPS here with these guys, and I did manage to get the stun right before that went off. So we'll get some reses. And since we got some extra trash, we might not even need it. Hopefully nobody body pulls that. If you do the jump correctly, you don't get to body pull, or you don't do any of the extra pulls. But sometimes people go around, oh, like that. So yeah, I didn't want to go ahead and pull the other pack just because I had a feeling we might be body pulling some of these guys. Not everybody can do the jump. I've seen this happen plenty of times. Stag Dan is OP. That stag took him out. Took them out. They were standing right in front of him. Charged right through him. Okay. Let's take care of this boss. How's my healer looking on mana? Perfect. 95. Oh, by the way, for you guys who are in here right now, I have been working a lot more on the Discord, and it's almost ready to go. Almost ready to go. The last thing I need to add to it is the inventory of what's currently being given away. So all the pets that are currently up. So I do need to update that. But once I update that, we'll be good to go with the Discord. It's got a few channels for people to look for group, for people to pug. A few 5-man channels, a few raid channels. It's got everything I've created in a bit of a resource. So if you guys ever want to look at any of the boss mechanics, any of the Mythic Plus affixes, anything like that, that's all going to be there. So that's kind of where I'm gonna have everything kind of in a neater way of looking at it. If you guys need my weak auras for Tomb, my weak auras for anything like that, for Nighthold, that's what it was. For Nighthold, Tomb, for Protection Warriors, Blood Decays, Moonkins, I'm going to be making the video for the Moonkin weak auras as well very soon, but all of those things are going to be listed on there so you can just kind of go and take a look. I play on the US, by the way, Ball, but the Discord that I'm currently talking about can be for either one. So if you guys are EU, I know I have a lot of EU people that watch my streams, so you guys can, you know, link up with other EU people as well. But like the Friday runs where I run with you guys, I do play EU, and I only have I do play US. I only have a US account. So on Fridays, the Friday viewer live streams is on US. And the giveaways as well, if you want to earn the non-combat pet that I give away every single live stream, or the token, it is on US. But I do a token giveaway once a month as well, and that'll be coming up. I haven't done it for this month. We're on the first week. I wanted the BlizzCon hype to kind of come out and maybe bring in some new people to the channel. Hopefully we'll start seeing some new faces, people resubscribing, people wanting to see WoW Classic, maybe Battle for Azeroth, whatever it is that they want to see. And hopefully we see a few new faces, and then we can do a WoW token giveaway. Alright, my necrotic stacks aren't too bad. We have the Scent of Blood here, so my necrotic stacks are going to fall off. So I'll go ahead and kind of stay over here so that my necrotic stacks do fall off. Perfect. More fun outside the streams to rip key other people's keys. Yeah, you guys can join up. There's like 5-man groups, raid groups, anything like that. It's almost ready to go. Once I fix up the inventory, once I get that set up, I'll be launching it to you guys. So I should be able to get it done by Friday, although for sure by next Wednesday, for sure by the next live stream. But if you guys don't normally tune in on Fridays, oh, I got taken out. My stacks of necrotic got too high, and the person that was being chased went down as well. My chance to drop the stacks of necrotic were when the other person was being chased. However, the other person was being chased and they actually died early, so I wasn't able to drop my stacks of necrotic. What's up, Deep? How you doing, man? 6 hours before work, it's bedtime. Thank you, Christian, for stopping by, man. It means a lot to me. Thank you for always being here. Oh no, everybody's dead. Alright, let's just stop fighting it. Take a wipe. Take a wipe and just restart it. Alright, let's go back. The rip key hype, it's starting to add up, guys. It's starting to add up. 18 minutes, 3 bosses left, 25% more trash to go. It's adding up, guys. How many rip keys? None yet, man. None yet. Am I gonna play Monster Hunter Online? What system is that gonna be on? Is there gonna be a Monster Hunter Online for PC? I had no idea. I really didn't. Is it gonna be just an MMO on PC? I need the details, Clint. I need to know. Alright, so we have wiped once so far on an HOV 13, not too bad. PC, Xbox, and PS4. No, Clint, I had no idea that there was gonna be a Monster Hunter Online. I need to look into that. I like the Monster Hunter franchise, so I need to look into that. Comes out early 2018. Nice. None yet? I know, Deep. I'm trying, man. You know, I died to Vault of the Warden's boss. I mean, I'm trying here. I just died to this boss, the Fenrir. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. How's our mana looking? Perfect. He's at 100%. Alright. So let's jump back in here. Give this another shot. Here are the ads again, which are going to make my necrotic stacks go up like crazy. And once they're up there, hopefully we take these guys down relatively quickly. Alright, so there's a Scent of Blood, which again is my chance to reset necrotic. So he's running that way. I'm going to run this way. We're going to split up so that my necrotic stacks reset. There it is. Necrotic has expired. Perfect. It's worth looking up. A lot of new mechanics and way better graphics. Nice. Yeah, I had the Monster Hunter Online for Wii U, but I never went online to it. I was too busy playing the Zelda. When I bought my Wii U, it was meant to be a Zelda machine. So when that came out, that's when I bought also Monster Hunter. I bought it used, and I just never got around to it. Zelda took up all of my time. The only franchise you miss a lot is the Dark Souls series. The franchise that I really liked, and I'm glad it is going to be seeing a reboot soon, is Darksiders. Darksiders was really good. I didn't finish the second one. I remember finishing the first one. It was amazing. But the second one didn't 100% finish it, and I know that the company got bought out. I thought that was going to be it for the franchise, but it's coming back. That one's coming back, and there's been a few other franchises that I've really enjoyed over the years. In particular, there was an RPG for the Dreamcast that I remember playing a lot. It was called, I think it was just called Evolution. It was Evolution 1 and 2. Was really good, and then Grandia was also a really, really good RPG. I really enjoyed Grandia because it was kind of like turn-based with action-based at the same time. It was yep, I saw that. It was definitely a turn-based RPG. However, speed mattered, and so the frequency of your turns was determined by how much speed you had. So there was a few things there to say about that, and it was just a really good series. Alright, that bull did go down. Perfect. So we do have 75%. The other room gives us 12%. So I do need to pull a little bit more. So let me pull this middle pack. And then after that, we'll see if we still need that more than that 20%. So what I'll do is just pick up all of this threats and then run straight this way around the corner. So that penetrating shot again it's not going to be cast. It's going to go over here. Darksiders 3 sounds fun too. Yes, it does. Oh wait, was that a penetrating shot through the corner? Is that what hit me? I got hit by something. Didn't know that penetrating shot could go through that wall. Wasn't looking out for that. 3 Ultimate, the one on Wii U, was great. A couple more games came out for the 3DS. Yeah, for the 3DS, there's the Generations one, right? I own that one. Actually, you run faster if you don't mount up? Huh. I thought it was the exact same speed. It's interesting. Alright, so we are not going to need an extra pull because the 12% that we get in there should be more than enough. We're going to gain 6% here, or 6.6. I think we'll be fine. If we make it to 88, we'll be good. You play more American games? Japanese games, only Dark Souls? I honestly haven't played any of the Dark Souls games. I was gonna start as well some BDO because I've seen a lot of people play it and it looks really fun, but it's such a grind. It reminds me a lot of this other game I used to play a long time ago. It was another MMORPG that was very grindy, and that one was called Mew Online. BDO reminds me, it's kind of like the next iteration of that, like better graphics. We're gonna need 0.5%, I think. We'll see how close to 12% it is. It might be like 13% up here. We'll see. We'll see. You still nerd out on Final Fantasy VII sometimes? BDO is Black Desert Online. It's pretty popular right now. I think it's more popular in the Asian community because I'm pretty sure it has like the I don't know if they're specifically Korean servers, but I know it has a much bigger fan base on Asian servers than it does on American servers. But yeah, Black Desert Online is one of those MMORPGs that's just super grindy, but it looks like a lot of fun. It just really looks like a lot of fun, but we'll see. I probably won't get into it now that I have Destiny and WoW to make content for. And then Destiny and WoW I play and make content for, and then the only game I really actively play that I don't create content for is Clash Royale. That's the only one that I just kind of play in my downtime. If I'm kind of out and about doing something else, is Clash Royale is kind of the go-to game that I just kind of play for fun and no content creation. But alright, we're going to take these guys out. They are 3.3%, so we should be fine. They should add up to 14.2%, or no, 13.2%. So we should be okay in terms of percentage needed. That Sever is going to be doing a lot of damage to me, so I do kind of want to keep that to a minimum. And that Unruly Yell is also going to be something that needs to be interrupted. For sure, guaranteed every time. So here we have the guy kind of running to him, and perfect, we actually got that stopped. And the bad part about this pull is the necrotic stacks. Like you guys can see, there is no chance for me to reset them. These guys can't be stunned, they can't be snared. So this last pull is just going to be doing a lot of damage to you. That's why I've been rotating my cooldowns. Right now I have my trinket that pops, giving me more armor, and just trying to minimize whenever I can any of that damage. I'm going to be using my last stand now. I'm no longer receiving any healing, basically. I was receiving 2% healing at that last point. It might as well just not exist. Black Desert Online. You know that game? The graphic looks gorgeous. Yeah, I don't think WoW will ever do that. WoW came out in a time where there was other games trying to do realistic graphics, and it still kept its cartoonish aspect, and WoW survived. I mean, at the time when WoW came out, you had Lineage had much higher graphics, Guild Wars had more realistic graphics, you had Rift, you had Aeon Online. There was a lot of MMORPGs that tried to beat WoW and did more realistic graphics, and they just couldn't. I think WoW is going to keep its graphics. But speaking about WoW and graphics, I wonder what graphics they're going to use for WoW Classic. I wonder if they really are going to go back in time to the old models, or if they're going to keep the new models and new animations. It's just, I don't know if they want to go back in time to those square boxy models. Although I think some people want to play WoW Classic because of that. I think some people want that. So we'll see as far as WoW Classic what models are used. Yeah, not sure which ones they want to go with. If they do want to kind of undo that work, I really do think that it's kind of going to be like RuneScape 3 and RuneScape Classic that's out right now. So right now RuneScape 3 has their own community and RuneScape Classic got their own development community. They went back on all of the changes in terms of models. So I do think they're going to go back to just exactly how things look. But I'm actually going to be coming out, I wrote out most of the script. I'm going to be talking about all the things that are different between now and back then and what we might see happening. So I'm going to be talking about classic servers a little bit, so you guys will see that coming up, and I'm kind of going to break down everything because there's some things that I don't know if they really want to put back in the game that way. There are some things that are just kind of better left back in the past, but some people might want it. WoW can play with Toaster, that's why they survived. Yes. No, a big reason of why WoW has survived is because you can use, not exactly, I mean they've done a few jump ups in graphics, but you can almost use the same computer you used 10 years ago to run WoW, almost the same one. Not exactly, because they have had a few fidelity changes. I think in Cataclysm and in Warlords of Draenor they did the updates to the graphics, but you can be using a really old computer to run WoW, and that's just true about WoW nowadays. It's just WoW is not very hardware demanding. You can buy something off the shelf and run WoW. So one of the big reasons why WoW survived is for sure that they've been using for a long time. What's up, nerd? How you doing, man? Just talking a little bit of WoW Classic here. Are you the only one to be his Andalari troll? No, man. No. I think... So I'm going to stick with Undead. I for sure, out of Horde races, I like Undead the most. But Upright Orc and Upright Trolls sound really fun. Upright Orc probably... No, I'll probably make an Upright Rogue, Upright Troll a little bit sooner than an Upright Orc. But they both sound really fun. The fact that you won't be that hunched over. Now all they need to do is fix helmets on Taurens. That's it. Just a quick little fix. Helmets on Taurens right now look ridiculous. They all look like, half of them look like weird chokers, and half of them look like weird hoods that fit really bad over your face. So if they fix that, then we'll be good. Oh man, he's gonna get the cast off. Come on. Yep, he was able to get one of them off. I knew it. I knew it. Alright, Shatter Spears. Yeah, we can dodge that easy, right from where we're standing. Alright, purple. Purple is right behind us. Upright is where you might go unless one of the new racials is OP. They did say, so Clint, I know your main is a Belf. They did say that they want to rework Arcane Torrent. That they want to make it not as overpowered. They don't want it to be as strong as it currently is. So you might have to switch from your Belf because that upright orc might call your name and your racial is going to be getting nerfed. So might have something to do with it. Oh no! Oh no! Save me! Yeah, that wasn't good. I got saved. I saved myself by intervening. Alright, we're gonna have Shatter Spears, and what rune am I gonna be at? Same one, purple. Did somebody die? Oh, the Death Knight's dead. I just realized that the Death Knight's up on the bleachers. Watch Thor yet? Not yet, man. Not yet. I don't know if I will either. Thor isn't necessarily my my bigger franchise that I enjoy watching, but haven't seen it. Isn't necessarily calling my attention. Maybe maybe I'll give it a watch. Let's see, 920. Crit mastery, just not gonna do it for us. All right, let's hearth back. Let's go back home. Next X pack, the graphics would look far better. But you love torrent, not even for the silence. It gives you 15 rage on demand. So that part might still be part of it, but maybe they'll stop the way that it interrupts everything. Because I know right now that Blizzard mentioned that it's a problem. Even they said that it's a problem, the fact that on the Mythic Dungeon Invitational, you had groups stacking Blood Elves just for that torrent. So even they've said, like, this is an issue, we need to fix this. Don't base my opinion off previous Thors? Really? Best Marvel movie ever? Jeez, that's a lot to live up to. You're competing against stuff like Guardians and Avengers. You sure you want to do that? Somebody told me that I need to go back and watch the Spider-Man movies too. I haven't watched any of the more recent Spider-Man movies. Let's see if I can find an Upper Kara. That's still one that I want to see this week with teaming necrotic. I want to see how bad it can get. No, there's none that need a tank. Okay. Ask anyone. Funnier than Guardians. Oh wow. Thor Ragnarok has Hulk in it, right? I remember seeing a little clip and Hulk was in it. Just dropping by to say what's up, but the job is beckoning for sure, man. Yeah, we'll see you Friday, nerd. Hey Hector, are you gonna come back for WoW Classic servers? Gonna play back in vanilla when you can hybrid spec? 13 lower. Let's see. Lower's gonna have a lot of trash. We'll go to lower. See how it goes. Lower, actually, I just remembered. Lower. Necrotic Opera Hall is terrible. I forgot how bad Necrotic Opera Hall is. That's one of the worst ones. So we'll go to lower. We'll see if we can get a rip key on lower. A little fairy told you that WoW Classic is for fairies. Oh man. Thor was really good. Okay. Yeah, hopefully this one changed it up a little bit. Did the HOV end well? Yeah, it did, Demon Hunter. We got it with it wasn't like a super crazy good run. Let me see how much time it was. We got it done in that just says Odin. Oh, 42 minutes. So that was 3 minutes short of the timer. So 42-minute run out of 45-minute. So yeah, we were 2 minutes and 53 seconds ahead of the timer. Not great, but it wasn't a rip key. What's up, Phobonics? How you doing, man? Welcome to the rip key. Hopefully we find some more people. If not, I don't think a lot of people want to run lower, upper, and like Cathedral and Seat of the Triumvirate, something that a lot of people just always avoid. Uh-oh. We got a guest. You'll check out WoW Classic, but your spider sense is telling you won't last 2 days. There was some parts of WoW Classic that I really enjoyed. Like for WoW Classic, I really did enjoy the hybrid specs. The part for me that's gonna be, you know, I would love to be Horde still, but I really liked playing a Rep Paladin in vanilla. I really liked the way that they handled, like in PvP with Seal of Command, just being able to proc free hits. So I want to play a Rep Paladin, but I can also play an Enhancement Shaman and just go for the Wind Fury hits. So we'll see how WoW Classic plays out. For sure, those were the two classes I enjoyed playing on the most in terms of WoW Classic, and I enjoyed the PvP a little bit more. EOA is going to be tough because of the second boss. Oh yeah, the second boss necrotic stacks can add up. You're right. The Naga Siren Queen. Hoping some people were on to do 14-15, but no luck. Alright. You're very excited to play vanilla. Problem is what class to play. Warriors swapping stances. Yeah, Stance. Stance is gonna be back. I never played a warrior in vanilla in terms of anything significant. The things that I played in vanilla were Ret Paladin and Hunter. That was it in terms of my vanilla experience. I leveled up a Warlock a little bit, but I never really got into Warlock playing too much. I leveled up a few other classes. Shamans were fun, but doing the totem quest line was a pain. But for warriors, you had the stance quest line as well. But yeah, there was a few classes. I really enjoyed paladins mostly. You bought WoW during BC. Didn't like the game back then. Ouch. Yeah, then vanilla, the WoW Classic server announcement's just not going to be for you. I will have Sunder armor again. Yeah, I never tanked in vanilla. This tank was created in Wrath of the Lich King. But Wrath of the Lich King still had Sunder armor, but it was tied into Devastator. So if you picked up Devastator, every time you hit Devastate, or Devastate, not Devastator, every time you hit Devastate, you would apply a stack of Sunder armor. The Shaman quests for totems were epic. They just made you go like so far away. Alright, 13 lower. I'm gonna have to be very careful with these spirits because 2 of these debuffs can take me out. So I really need to be careful when they hand out these debuffs. And if they hand them out, hopefully I get there was that soul leech was about to go off on me, so I decided to throw my spell reflect up. Make an EU account and then you'll show me how to tank in vanilla. I didn't tank or heal in vanilla. I was really into just PvP in vanilla. When I played, I would just kind of quest a little bit, and then I would quest a little bit and then hang out in Goldshire a lot more and just duel people. And I remember the funnest part of vanilla to me was dueling people that were way above my item level, way above my level. So if I was like a level 30, I would try to fight level 33s, try to fight level 34s, 35s. And I remember just trying to go as high as I could with what level they were. But it was all about like the challenge of beating someone that should be over geared and over leveled as opposed to me. That's what vanilla really was to me. Just a lot of 1v1 PvPing and PvPing in general. Going to AB, going to I never did AV because it was only for max level, and I got to level 58 the day that BC came out. That same day, I remember in the morning I got out to 58, and I was like, this is all I need for the midnight release. I'm gonna go to the midnight release, pick up a copy of the game. Don't need to level up anymore. 58, I'm done. Alright, I want that pat to kind of go. Actually, you know what? We can pick up that pat. It was only 4 of them. 4 of them and a pat. Not bad. Alright, I do need to be very careful with the Usher's flashlight, which is happening right now. And I need to be careful with the pennies as well. Don't want to get hit with a penny. Like throwing a penny off the Empire State Building. Myth busted. You're going to be a troll hunter or a warrior if you go back to vanilla. I think at this point I have to make a warrior. But I remember trying to level up warriors in vanilla was just an uphill struggle. It was like you just had enough rage for heroic strike. Heroic strike wasn't like an instant ability or anything. It just empowered your next auto attack. I remember trying to level up warriors was just, yeah, it really was an uphill struggle in comparison to other classes. You needed to learn how to bandage, you needed to learn first aid, or how to cook for yourself. You're back, New Era. Welcome back, man. so bad at PvP and vanilla, it's kind of bad. I mean, I'm sure if looking back on it, if I had any footage, I'm sure it would be terrible as well. I'm the infamous guy that bullies low-level players. No, man. I used to bully higher-level players. I was the guy who was level 30, challenging level 35s. And I wouldn't stop until I could beat them every time. So if I lost once and then beat them once, I would go again until I could just beat them every time. The topic of discussion is vanilla PvP. I'll be on Alliance Paladin, romping and stomping. It was terrible leveling as a warrior back then. Yeah, man, I remember it being so painful because you didn't have too many abilities early on. The first few levels were just a pain that would just grind on. What was the issue with going to Silithus? Oh, Silithus, it had the big. It was like the endgame zone, first of all. But I mean, EPL and WPL also had the first kind of reputation for being endgame zones of farming. That's where you would go to just farm raw gold. But going to Silithus had like these gas things that you could pick up and return back to your faction. But if you picked them up, you were flagged. So the thing you also have to remember back then is there was no flying. So if you were flagged for PvP, you were on a ground mount or you were running, and people could catch up to you. There was no running away. You couldn't mount up on a flying mount and run away. That just didn't exist. So the thing with Silithus is there was like this world objective that would automatically flag you, and you couldn't get away. You had to stay in it. You had to stay in there. People could catch up to you. People were there, and there was people that were trying to do the AQ turn-ins to try to open up the gates. There was people going in there to raid AQ. So you had a lot of people in really good gear showing up and beating you up, basically. That's really what it came down to. Alright, so the good thing is we have a lot of tornadoes up. I don't think we have enough for everyone right now. We still got a few of them that kind of got stepped in. But hopefully, there it is. That's enough now. Perfect. So hopefully everybody kind of steps into... Oh no, that guy stepped in way too early. That kitty just killed a tornado for us. And somehow my necrotic stacks reset. Not sure how that happened. I just remember necrotic stacks just being a pain. But where's the Wondrous Radiance? I see it being cast in 3 seconds. It seems like it took a lot longer to cast it this time around. I'm not sure why it still has. There it is. Alright, let's run in. Dodge that. Oh no, we got somebody that went down. Didn't jump into the tornado. But we have 4% left, so we should be good. That shared HP pool. Perfect. Warriors didn't have self-heal. Yeah, that too. That too. I think when did Warriors get second wind? Oh no! The everybody's saying question mark. The key guy just booted everyone. All right, let's go back to. Yeah, everybody got booted. That went along really well too. Like that was painless for a 13 lower Kara. 1 death on the boss. That guy just... Some people just want to see the world burn. Everybody got booted. Wow. That's a rip key. Yeah, that's our rip key right there. You were a warrior back in vanilla before Death Cold came in. Warlock sucked so hard back then, but easy to level. What's up, Steve? How you doing, man? Doing quests all over the world. Yeah, the fact that leveling took so long. It was, it was a good thing and a bad thing. You could get lost in a zone, and then when the zone was over, you're like, really? I completed everything? that raid leader worked with the gods. He did the sacrifice for you guys. Booted everyone. Let's get a repair. Let's get a repair, and we can try another rip key. Got a 14 hauls. Katie, it's not too bad. We just did one. We did one on here. You had to... Why you have to hit the gong? No, the gong boss in Zulaman when it first came out. A lot of groups wiped trying to just hit the gong on Zulaman. Let me tell you. Alright, let's see. That was a lower Kara. Upper Kara. Perfect. Plus 14. We can do a 14. When you least expect it. It's seriously, like, that was a really good pull. And they just raged. I'm not sure. Just wanted to rip their own key. That rip key though was so weird. How am I liking Blood DK? Yeah, for sure, Steve. So I before I put out any guides, I really want to make sure I know what I'm talking about. I don't like just, you know, talking out of my ass, for lack of a better term. So I really want to know what I'm talking about. So I finally tanked a plus 10 on my Blood DK last week. I've almost gotten done with normal TOS. I'm like 3 or 4 out of 9 in. I've gotten some really bad pugs, but once I'm done tanking Kill Jaden as well, I'll be putting out more guides. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be okay with tanking Kill Jaden on that Blood DK, but once I am done with that, I'll be putting out more of those Blood DK guides. I also have one more to do on the Boomkin, which is going to be the weak auras. And yeah, that'll conclude most of my class guides for now. Because there hasn't been too many major changes, and I know when 7.3.5 comes out, I haven't seen on the PTR too many big changes as well. The ball, thank you for the subscribe, man. I hope you are enjoying the content. We live stream every Wednesday and Friday. Wednesdays is just me running Mythic Plus keys, rip keys everywhere, trying to get you guys the sacrifice to the gods. And Fridays, I run with you guys. We run normal and heroic TOS, unless there's something special. Like this, there was one week where it was Black Temple time walking. I put up a survey, people wanted to do that, so we did normal and Black Temple time walking. We already did a Fall to the Wardens. So yeah, hopefully you can join us on a Friday. Let's see if we can get into a plus 10 Cathedral. I really want to do a Kara with necrotic, but it doesn't seem like there's much. Doesn't seem like there's many options right now. Kyria is annoying. Yes, she is. You want to join my DK raid? It won't be this one. This Friday I'm still gonna run here with my Horde, but maybe the following week. I really want to get a little bit more gear before running on my Blood DK. I want to get a little bit more. I think I'm item level 911 on my Blood DK. Rip Keezus is real. Riposaurus Rex. Pugs are people. I'm gonna get that on a shirt. Pugs are people too. On Fridays, he's the one who sacrifices to the gods. I give back. I like to give back. Oh man, you're EU. I'm sorry, man. Level a tune in US bow? Yeah, man, if you have the time. Leveling isn't too bad anymore. Somebody in this group recognizes me. Teen Cabra, if you're in here, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. But this guy is part of the community. Teen Cabra from Proudmoore. Also, Himdall, you don't trust pugs? Oh yeah, him. Himdall with it's always gonna be a few deaths. At least one. At least once. Alright, let's run into this cathedral. Let's see what we can get done. But it costs, yeah, I think that's one of the really big downfalls is the fact that EU and US subscriptions are different. That really sucks. I mean, if EU subscription and US were baked in together, it'd be easier for me to also have an EU tune. Alright, somebody in the group, it's their first time in here. They've never run Cathedral. So, I am sure that the first mini-boss is going to barf on them. I know it. I have a feeling we're going to get a few deaths in here. We're going to get some shadow barfs. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. We can't create EU and US like other Blizz games. No. It sucks. Because WoW is the only Blizzard game that has an active subscription cost. It really is. What are we waiting for? He keeps saying mage come here. I don't... Okay. Alright. Yeah, it kind of sucks that you can't create US and EU. Like, there's a few content creators here on YouTube as well that play EU instead of US that I would love to kind of do collaboration with, some kind of like tanking with them or something like that. But they either play Alliance, which now I play Alliance too, which is going to be good. I just need to finish gearing up. Or they play EU, which is like I'm never going to be able to run with them. That kind of sucks. So yeah, there's a few people that, you know, I would love to do something, some kind of like run with, maybe even the Friday run that I do, maybe they can join me. But it's hard when it's different zones, different factions. Different factions, not so much anymore. I just need to finish gearing up. I need to know exactly what I'm talking about, to be completely honest. Alright, I'm just gonna move them out of that shadow wall. If there wasn't as many targets as there are, I would have completely like gone and interrupted that shadow wall. But given that there's so many targets like this right now, that one was really going to impact what the group could hit. So I did interrupt that. Let me interrupt that dark mending or demonic mending as well. It's going to be a big pain. So alright, we're going to get these guys down. Perfect. So now we're going to have the mini boss. So that pat should be way over there. Alright, so let me pick up this guy. And the guy behind me, the mini boss. There it is. The mini boss is coming as well. Mini boss did pull. So let me pull him and get him all laggered over here. So let's see if a few people die to his vomit. Here's a shadow wave. I see two people. Two people? Oh, one person. One. Oh, he didn't die. He almost did. Oh, man. That was close. Alright, I need to pick up this Dreadwing as well. Alright, so as soon as we get the other cast of that shadow, that demonic barf, we'll see where that goes. Shadow wave. That's aiming right over here. That's one person so far. That's the mage. Ooh, the mage's the mage's ice shell saved him. So shout out to that. That shell saved his life. You smell a ribkey boiling in the kitchen? What's up? What's up, Dave? How you doing, man? Welcome back, Dave. Welcome back. Alright, let's get this pull going as well. And after this pull, I do like running up against this wall, and that's really to avoid pulling more of the Fellbat guys. Those Fellbats are just going to be a pain. Here we have the shadow walls. Let me go in there and stun that. I can break out of that fear as well, which I will do. Alright, let's get rid of that Fell Strike. So I want that Shadow Swipe to hit me and only me. So I'm gonna be over here. Let me start kiting because of the necrotic stacks. And the fear, actually, they won't even get to me because of me kiting due to necrotic. Perfect. Alright, there we have the Dread Scream. I wanted to see if Spell Reflect did anything to it. It does not. It's an AoE. Here we have the Shadow Wall. I was going to go over here and interrupt it, but no need. They already got it. I can get rid of this fear, and hopefully nobody runs into another pack. We have quite a long hallway here, so that nobody does run into it. Perfect. And that necrotic didn't stack up too high. Oh man, I was turning around to charge him, but didn't move fast enough. Perfect. Yeah, I can't say Fire Mage can survive that. You can. You'll proc what's your proc called? When you go back up to 35% health, cauterize. You'll proc cauterize, but yeah, it might not be the best situation for you to be in. Your healer's gonna have to spam heal you for you to survive the diminishing health from that. Just absorbing the tankiness. Take it all in. Take in the tankiness. This is going to be a really big pull, and maybe a mistake, but we'll see. We're getting some good stuns from like the Demon Hunter, so I hope we'll be fine. Those Stalkers are going to be doing a lot of damage if people stand in them. With that Demonic Mending, cool, that Demonic Mending did get interrupted, so... Or they might have even killed it before the Demonic Mending even went off. So that's good. So here I'll be getting more of the slows going, but I always want to face these guys away from the group because they do have a frontal cleave. They do have a lot of things that just really will cause a wipe very easily. So let me start kiting them away because my necrotic stacks are getting a little bit higher. So there's the bop on me, and I'll remove it because I think I'll be fine. I don't want aggro to bounce around. I'd much rather me die than... Oh, did you guys see that necrotic? It was like half a second from falling off. Alright. We'll be fine right here. It'll fall off. We'll be good. Perfect. You've been tanking for roughly a year and it was intimidating at first, but now you can hold your own. Perfect, man. I'm glad. The weird part about tanking is you're only gonna get better the more you jump in there. So every now and then I get people telling me, how am I so like I just run in there confidently. Anytime there's a pull, I just run into the pull, and the thing is, you're the one that has to get hit in the face. You know, it's no one else's job to take all the damage. It is your job to take all the damage. The only problem is you need to find out how to take all that damage without dying. So that's your concern. Your concern is, how do I take all this damage without dying? I need to come up with strategies and ways of being able to take all that, because I have to be the one that takes that damage. I have to take that 2 million hit. I have to take all of that. So the group's concern is DPSing things, and your concern is taking the damage and not dying, not being a complete pain for your healer. So let that necrotic fall off. I did get the stun in as soon as that shadow wall was going to be cast, and since we don't have skittish this week, it makes it so easy. Last time we had necrotic, I know it was skittish necrotic, and that's just a pain because kiting is a pain. But yeah, really what it is about tanking is just you have to get in there. Get in there and get experience, and don't be afraid of wiping anymore. I know when the expansion first came out, I was very rusty as well. I didn't play Warlords, I didn't play a lot of these other expansions in terms of the main tank. The past like 2 or 3 expansions, I wouldn't get on too much, and then when I did get on, it was mostly to PvP, maybe a little bit of dungeon crawling, but not raiding. I hadn't done raiding in a long time, so when this expansion came out, I was very nervous in terms of raiding, in terms of jumping in there and trying to make guides. The only reason I even started making guides is because I got back into WoW with Legion, and I was looking for tank spot, and they don't exist anymore. I wanted short, concise, to the point guides, and I didn't find them anywhere. So then I was like, I think I need to, So I just thought to myself, like, I need to create short, concise guides. Like, there's no more tank spot, there's no more this. Like, I think I need to do it then. So that's the only reason I even started making videos, was because I felt like I would really appreciate those videos, and I didn't find any. Alright, so that Fulminating Lasher, I do want to keep them away from me, but he is the one all the way in the back. So even though I have to be careful of him, I can kind of run in there and stun the group. I mostly really want to keep that botanist from casting that again. That big AoE Chaos Rain, that's the big one. That's the one that's really going to hurt everyone. At this point, we did get everybody else down, so that's good. We might get this extra group as well. I really hope not, but probably. Yep, more likely than not we were going to get it. Oh no! I was just about to pop a cooldown. That was just a bad pull, to be honest with you. Now, we don't have any B-reses, so let's just run back. Ripkey Gods. The Ripkey Gods are making things happen. Yeah, tanking with random people can be challenging. Yeah, it can. And thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's the only reason I even decided to start putting out videos. Was I felt the need for tank spot. Like, if I want to make a video with an opinion piece, I can make that on my own, but a 20-minute video with like 5-minute worth of facts and 15 minutes worth of opinions and kind of unedited bloopers and mess ups, I'm not a fan of. So I figured I should make like 5-minute videos, quick to the point, get right to it. And the big part for me was I need to distinguish between fact and opinion, and I need to present facts. And if I'm going to be presenting an opinion piece, then I need to make it clear that that's just me. Tanking with random people makes you less dependent on others. I agree. The more you tank with randoms, the more you learn to rotate your cooldowns to keep yourself alive. I think a lot of people had a lot of difficulty with the Mage Tower challenge because it was their first time tanking alone, completely alone, and relying on their own cooldowns, relying on their own heals, their own interrupts. I think it was the first time that a lot of people really saw how to tank alone. You saw a video of Kulturos, Stormsong Valley. The place looks so gorgeous. You want to live there? Yeah, man, the new places do look really cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've seen the footage. Really good stuff. I'm excited for Battle for Azeroth. Hopefully, since they're making PvP the focus, I hope that they fix World PvP. I hope that World PvP isn't as dumb and imbalanced as it is now. So hopefully when Battle for Azeroth comes out, I'll be doing a little bit more PvP, arms PvP on my warrior. Should be fun. That's something I'm looking forward to, is hopefully PvP is brought back in a very good way. Because PvP has been imbalanced this whole expansion. This expansion was terrible. They did the templates, and then they just thought, that's it. If you want a PvP, you go somewhere where there's a template, and that's it. All the other PvP is not real PvP. Like, dueling is not going to be real PvP, and what else? Like, War Games was good, Battlegrounds were good, but like dueling and world PvP did not submit to the same rules, and it was just really dumb and broken. So hopefully they fix it with Battle for Azeroth. I'm staying back here so that I can stun these Lumbering Crashes, by the way. I already have enough aggro on him, and the big cast that he is going to be doing is that Lumbering Smash, so I was staying back there just only because of that. That's all I really wanted to interrupt. Whoops, I clicked off my screen. That's what happens when you're streaming and run things windowed to be able to see other things. You can click off of your screen. Alright, I interrupted that Fel Rejuvenation as well. Don't want that heal going off. The tank challenge is really good. Unfortunately, the Paladin was pretty hard. Yeah, the Paladin, everything had almost twice as much HP. It was crazy that they thought that, you know, paladins have a bubble, paladins have good burst, but twice the HP was just crazy. Alright, the choking vines and all the fixates on me. Hopefully these guys just go in there and start taking these guys out. Uh-oh, the stun. I think if you stun them, the fixate changes, right? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, one of them started... Ooh, one of them went on melee. Alright, so we do have one more stun waiting just in case we need it right now. It's not delivery. It's revenge or mo. Oh, you guys both saw me from... I watched your interview with Kegernaut, fell in love with monk tanking after that. Oh, man. Oh, it went the opposite way? Oh, so Epic, you saw the interview and you changed up from a monk to a warrior tank? Nice. Welcome to warrior tanks, where you have to know exactly what button you press or you're gonna rage starve yourself and die. Alright, we do have Tyrannical this week, so Agronox is not gonna be fun. Not gonna be fun at all. He's gonna be hitting really hard. So I have to really prepare for the Timber Smashes. There's a Succulent Lasher, so I do have to get away from that Succulent Lasher. If that thing ever casts right on top of me, I'm dead. Also, the Fulminating Lashers, I am being currently chased. Alright, perfect. We're good. We're good. There's that cast time, let me get away, and that Timber Smash does hurt as well. So my necrotic stacks are getting higher, and with Agronox, it's just, you're not going to have a lot of time to reset it. It's all going to be about burning him. There's never really a time that Agronox stops besides casting Timber Smash, and that's a very, very, very short cast, so it's going to be very difficult for you to reset your necrotic stacks on him. And especially when everything is just trying to chase you down. So there's the Timber Smash. Again, I need to run away from those Fulminating Lashers. Oh man, two of them got their cast off because the Timber Smash knocked me up. So I don't think we're going to be able to do this anymore. I mean, I'll start rotating my cooldowns to try to survive as best as I can. But I really don't think we're going to be able to do this. I'm trying to reset necrotic, but I doubt it. No. He ran up to me way faster than I could ever run away. Oh, there it is! Necrotic did go away! Perfect. Perfect. Alright, time to get away from that Succulent Lasher. The fact that necrotic dropped, I feel a lot better about this now. Just that Succulent Lasher is going to be the only problem, but even that's not a big deal just by itself. We do have these spores that slowly increase the amount of damage you take in this boss fight, so that's going to be a problem. Here's a Timber Smash again, and again that just hurts. Hopefully at this point, if we focus down Agronox, we might be able to get him. So hopefully that's the route that everybody takes. At this point, I'm at about 30%, no, about 50% less healing received. So there it is. That was the big boss that I was worried about. So all the other bosses. Actually, the boss with the rifts summoning ads is going to be a pain as well. Won't be fun. Oh no. Oh no, they pulled. Alright, so I do want to stun those Lumbering Crashes right there. Besides that, I'm just going to keep aggro on me. I don't have any more stuns up for 5 seconds, so hopefully we get this guy down before those 5 seconds. But yeah, I do want to run back just to keep that distance going for that cast time. Oh, no, I wasn't able to stun that one. Alright, so at this point, when that Lumbering Crash is cast, I can interrupt it. I do have one stun waiting. What's up, Juice? How you doing? Gotta love the options. Oh man, that was crazy if that happened. You think the Warrior was pretty challenging for the tank challenge? I like to think so, but then again, it was really the only one I did for a long time. So You know, I can't really compare it to something like the Paladin or the Monk or anything. But I think the tank challenge in general was just very difficult. It had the least amount of success rate. So I think that itself made it very difficult. Warriors need rage, so player rage really helps out warrior gameplay. I need to start raging more. I need to start yelling at things, flipping my desk. What's up, Kane? How you doing, man? Alright, what I want to do is spell reflect the first spell bolt, and then after that, I am going to try to get these stuns in. So, here we have the Fellbolt being cast again. So those are my stuns. Hopefully, at this point, I can break LOS with them. Perfect. Alright. These stacks of necrotic aren't really going to do much because one guy doesn't do too much damage to me. So, I can just stay here. KPMPTS. That's a long acronym. Not tanking on your prot. You hate necrotic. Yeah, I can see it. I can see a lot of people hating necrotic. It's a completely different tank style when you want to do it with necrotic. I understand why people hate it. I got used to it, but I completely understand. Let me get the spell reflect Fellbolt off, and then I'll be getting my stuns in. So here I'll get my stun in. Oh no, I wasn't able to. So I'm gonna be getting hit pretty hard here. Yep, there it is. Oh no, we pulled the other group as well. Alright. We will just get things done. Get things done. Alright. I don't have a lot of cooldowns left. So what I want to do is really reset my necrotic. That's my #1 priority right now. There it is, 1 second, dropped. Cool. I can go in there, victory rush, heal myself, and now I do have some things that were bouncing around because I was out of that room for a long time. So I'm going to pick them back up. So yeah, unfortunately I had to kind of let things bounce around in there a little bit just because I knew that I had to drop my necrotic stacks. So what I'm going to do is get these guys back in here. The arcane horrors don't get snared, so that's going to be a pain again. Something else to kind of add to what really hurts here. At this point, I'm no longer receiving healing. Yeah, at that point, I was done. I had no more cooldowns. I used them to pull before, or the previous pull. So at that point, it was just gonna be a wipe. Didn't call his full name. Kane? I'm feeling a little sick. Kane Patterson, MP Transformation Specialist. Oh no. Alright. We gotta take care of this walker. This lumbering crash, I'm not gonna go off. Gotta interrupt that. I don't have any more stuns, so hopefully we kill it before that goes off. It kinda hurt. I'm sorry, man. I did it for you. I did it for you. Alright. Let's get far enough where I can get a stun in. There it is. Perfect. And at that point, we should be okay. He should die on the way out. Your day is complete. I'm glad I can complete your day. I won't pull that horror yet. I want to drop my necrotic. Get this guy down. Uh oh, we got another pull going. Why? Getting more pulls. Alright, at least my necrotic had reset right before that happened, so we're okay. Alright, I honestly had no idea that we had gotten that extra pull as well. That's a bit of a pain. Alright, the horrors did despawn, so that's good. But 11 minutes left for the rest of this dungeon. Not gonna lie, pretty sure it's a rip key. Where's the healer? Oh, the healer's right here. Okay, let me pull this guy. Just get a quick and easy pull here. Get this guy down. What I really want to use this guy for is to build up rage and build up 2 full ignore pains. And once I get those ignore pains up, then I'll be able to pull the other group a little bit easier. Just more peace of mind, really. Yeah, no, I've been feeling sick, man. I've been feeling sick. That's why I had to take a little bit of a break earlier. I've just been, you know, taking in a lot of fluids, trying to stay healthy, trying to shake off this whatever the hell it is I have. Alright, let's get this pull going. And we're gonna pull them back here. And then just AoE pick them all up. Let's just do it. Let's just pick them all up. There's the Fell Bolt. I'm gonna spell reflect that first one. And then for the ones after, I am gonna get my stun going. So here comes the second round of Fell Bolts. Let's get that stun in. Perfect. Alright. Knock them all out. And these books aren't necessarily the highest priority. They do end up despawning. If there were books of the ones that spawn the ads, then for sure. Those are really big priority. These guys are priority if you haven't cleared the room yet, but since we're like halfway done with the room, it's not a big deal. So let's wait until those Fell Bolts start being cast, and let's spell reflect that. So perfect, we spell reflected that, and then I will get ready for another stun on them. So there's a Fell Bolt. Let's get an AoE stun in there. Perfect. Alright, now we gotta take care of the mini boss. Let me run straight through this way and pick him up over here. Destiny 2 overdose? Nah. There was I was hanging out with a lot of sick people this weekend, so it might have just been caught on. A little bit of a throat bug. Alright, let's not stare at him with that blinding glare. Perfect. And that focus destruction. Gonna take me out. No, I think two people got hit by the blinding glare. Our healer and one of our DPSers, so that really did do good damage to him. But no Destiny 2 overdose. I've been taking it a little bit slower. The big thing at first was hitting max level and then gearing out as much as I could. I've done 3 out of 5 raid bosses on Destiny as well. So this week I need to try to get 5 out of 5. It's just random pugs, so hopefully I get 5 out of 5 this week on Destiny, and then I can bring that footage too for any of you guys that are playing Destiny. Alright. How's my healer looking on mana? 80%? Not bad. That's all we need. Alright, so our healer, it's his first time in here, so I let him know. I just said stack in the middle circle unless there's a big, there we go, that's not fun. I said run into the middle circle unless there's a big poop on the ground, then you run out and run back in. And he didn't run out in time. He got hit by that cudgel, so we'll see how this boss turns out. Hopefully we can still kill him. We might be able to. We've got some good DPS going on, so actually our mage went down. Oh, our mage is too far back as well. That's not good. Why is tab targeting the next room over? Liz, fix tab targeting. I miss a good tab targeting system. What happened to it? You killed it. Alright, we might be able to get this boss done. Just me and the warrior. Not sure how the other guy died either. Where did the other guy die? Cudgel? No, I don't think that's even Cudgel. Not sure what that is. Not sure how he died over here of all places. Weird. Oh, I'm out of it. I'm out of it perfectly. The other guy isn't. Can I do 110 million damage? No. I'm just gonna sit here, wipe it out. I'll sit on the edges, just in case he throws his cudgel. Is it the same as WoW, like you have guilds and all that? There are guilds, yes, and there are dungeons, or there are strikes, kind of, and the raids are, they're very different though, because there's no like tank class and healing class. It's mostly just mechanics. So if you can do mechanics, then you're fine, but it's a lot of communication. Like you need to, like, I know for WoW you don't have to use voice chat, you can get away with just pugging and doing things like that. But if like on Destiny, you need voice communication. You need it 100%, because there's gonna be one person in like another room where you can't see anything, and they need to tell you a symbol. They'll be like, "Hey, chalice," and that means you need to go like do something with that symbol in the other room. So there's people talking to each other across rooms with information that you can't see. So yeah, there's a very high need for communication in Destiny 2 raiding. But there are guilds, and there's like a weekly as well. So kind of like doing your Mythic plus 10 for the week here on WoW, you do a nightfall over there on Destiny, and that nightfall is once a week. It gives you really good gear, and then you can keep doing it for average gear. But yeah, there's a lot of similarities in terms of like mechanics and stuff, but the biggest difference is the fact that there's no tanks, there's no healers, everybody's just a shooter, and everybody brings it. Alright, let's do it. They were asking if they should mage warp. I'd rather save the mage warp for the boss with the rifts, because if that boss with the rift summons too many ads, I'm dead. Back to Kegger. He's been MIA because of the damn hurricane. I know, I follow him on Twitter, and I saw that the hurricane really hit him hard, and then he also unsubscribed. Oh no. Oh no, this guy's just standing there. I forgot to tell him to not die. Yeah. Ah man, new people to Cathedral. Never gets old. So yeah, I saw that Kegger, that the hurricane hit him, and then he unsubscribed, went over to Destiny 2, and he started playing what else did he start playing? Not Overwatch. He started playing something else as well, but he resubscribed very recently because he wanted to play his Demon Hunter, right? I saw that he really likes playing his Demon Hunter, so that's good. I'm glad he's back. He's a cool dude. He's a cool dude. I find it like, it's terrible that someone like him who really knows how to play his tank had such a hard time finding a home for his tank. Like, he was really struggling for a long time trying to find a mythic guild for I think it was when he was trying to finish up Nighthold. I could be wrong. Books are for losers. Hey, yeah, that guy sacrificing himself made 0 book spawn, so that's good. Alright, here's what I'm going to do to this bull. I'm going to do this and hide over here because I don't want those many ads casting on me. Alright, 3 fell bolts. I can deal with 3 fell bolts just fine. That sounds perfect. You really miss his content? Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's a cool dude. He did a lot of live streaming, right? I remember he was really pushing his live streaming for a while. Is that why he's switching to so many servers? Yeah, he was switching to a lot of servers because he was trying to find a good home for his monk tank. He was really trying to find a guild that would progress through Mythic, and like I remember he went. God. He went, yeah, I couldn't, oh man, I was trying to just catch up over here. He went to another guild, and they ended up like not being, they ended up like after he switched over, they didn't use him or something in the runs. I forget exactly what. Oh Jesus, all these books becoming horrors. Like, I'm gonna go down, but these horrors do despawn, so that's fine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Doesn't matter if they despawn if you spawn 5 feet away from them and everybody's still in there. This is gonna be a repeat. You guys see that? 20 seconds to go for 2 bosses. Not gonna happen. And we still have the spider mini boss happening, and that spider mini boss is not gonna be fun. These horrors cannot be stunned, cannot be snared. They're just gonna keep stacking up necrotic on me. At this point, I'm receiving 2% healing, or no. Now I'm receiving 4. Now 0% healing. So when I get a little bit lower, I'm gonna pop my last stand, try to survive. There it is. I survived. I made it. But it's a rip key. See that? We got our rip key. Belf one day and Elf the next. Yeah, he was switching a lot because he was trying to find a good guild. Just me. He keeps it clean on his stream too, and his chat's all good. Yeah, I like him. He's a cool dude. I met him just through the content creation. I remember when I started my channel, I was like, I really only offer Proud Warrior stuff. I would love to offer something else to my viewers, so I started looking around, specifically for monks. I remember that one was the one that I started looking around for. And then I had a tentative person for shaman healers, but that never panned out. We were never able to meet up at a good time, so that one just kind of just disappeared really. But there was someone who used to play shaman, healer shaman, that I was gonna try to get on here. But then yeah, after the one with Kegger, I just didn't do any other interviews. I mean, it'd be cool. I would definitely do other ones, but I don't necessarily watch too many other YouTubers as well. I am gonna get destroyed by that orb. I'm rooted. Alright. Oh, nope. Yeah, I did. I completely got destroyed by that orb. Oh, my healer's not here either. That doesn't help. Yeah, those orbs got me. My healer did go down to that. Rip key. Rip key. You can't watch other videos like Priest with your kids when he's around. He cusses too much. Yeah. Alright, our healer's gonna go repair because he's red. So, I guess we'll wait around a little bit. Wait a few minutes for this rip key. Yeah, Preach. I think Dave is talking about Preach because doesn't he call himself Priest? I think the channel name is Preach Gaming, but I think he also calls himself Priest. No, it's just Preach. I watch Preach. Preach is good stuff. The other content I really watch of WoW content, I think that's really it. Really, mostly Preach. I'll watch Bellylar every now and then. Sometimes like he pumps out a ton of content. That guy needs a break. That guy needs a vacation. But every now and then I'll watch Bellylar if the topic that he's talking about is interesting to me. He does talk about a ton of different topics, so they don't all necessarily pertain to me. But yeah, I'll watch Preach mostly. Yeah, that definitely is how he talks though. He does cuss a lot. Bellylar Gaming, he does good breakdowns of certain things. He doesn't necessarily do what's live in WoW. He'll talk a little bit about lore, but not getting too heavy into it. You know, he'll talk a little bit about. Did he go back and repair? What's going on? So, yeah, Bellylar will sometimes talk a little bit about lore, speculation. He'll talk about like new stuff coming up. So I like that. I like watching that. But if I want to see specific breakdowns of what's going down in live, it'll mostly be Preach. Bellylar is good for content, but he's releasing too much of it. Yeah, I'm telling you, that guy needs a break. This past weekend for BlizzCon, he went crazy. Crazy. I also do really like Mad Season. So Mad Season isn't necessarily what's going on in live. He's been doing a lot of his Time Warp series lately, where he talks about old stuff. So when I'm like, go repair and come back. So when I watch, I mean, when I'm like busy filming or something, like if I'm getting footage for whatever episode I'm filming that day, or if I'm like writing out a script, I'll watch Mad Season in the background. I don't necessarily always watch his videos like up front, but I'll listen to them. So that's kind of how I consume Mad Season. But Mad Season's good stuff. I like his Time Warp series. I appreciate it. You don't know what trait to get for your Nether Crucible? increases stamina and one increases armor. I would say armor. Armor has a much better effect on you than stamina. And in terms of like Tomb of Sargeras, the magic damage is few and far in between. And you normally prepare for magic damage a lot more than you prepare for armor. I think armor is going to have a much bigger effect on you. You're afraid the next expansion will get old way before it releases? If you keep watching Bellular? I try to keep the spoilers and stuff down to a minimum. I think on live streams I talk to you guys a lot more, so on live streams I do a lot more of that interacting and a lot more of talking about what spoilers are happening. But yeah, in terms of like wild speculations and stuff, I keep it to a minimum. I try to keep it to what's live. Like every now and then, I remember Tomb of Sargeras was out for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You know, there wasn't even a Mythic kill Jaden kill, and people were already talking about the next raid. They were talking about Argus and what's gonna be in the next raid and all this other stuff, and I'm like, people haven't even killed Jaden yet. We still need to be helping people get to kill Jaden, helping people kill it before we talk about the next raid. So yeah, every now and then the WoW community gets very ahead of itself, but I like to do what's current. Mad Season is good. Some people say he might be the next Haven. I mean, Haven was good in his own respect, but Mad Season is just that content creator that creates stuff that he enjoys creating. Like he really just creates the videos that he wants to see. So I don't think he'll necessarily fall into any genre or any particular set of rules. Just got to 72 traits. Nice, you're beating me, I think. 69 traits, 69 traits. I need to go. I just put this relic in last night. I need to go up to this guy. And for the last relic, you need 75, yeah. Good luck getting to that. So, hopefully this guy gets here soon. He says he's already in the dungeon. Where is he? Let's see. Yeah, 72 traits is insane. That's a lot of AP grinding. A lot of AP grinding. For me at this point, I'll get there when I get there. If I was still pushing, like if I was pushing Mythic kill Jaden or something, I would absolutely be pushing for more AP as well. But at this point, I'm just kind of taking it easy till on Taurus launches. You do Argus stuff all the time and spam Mythic Plus, I can tell. Her bear's not a month old. This guy's taking forever. Oh, there he is. Finally. Get up here. Where are you? He's not in the staircase? Oh, there he is. Alright, let's get this pull going. That took way too long. Alright, there goes the orb. Perfect. So, at this point, I want to get this guy away from the other one so they both don't pull together. But, a big thing as well is this next pull, the spider boss pull, the spider mini boss, the necrotic stacks get really high really fast. So I got, uh-oh, look at this. Look at this body pull. I forgot how well this run was going. What's up, Tulip? Good evening. We are on a rip key, and it's going pretty bad. We are 10 minutes over the time. We had to take like a 5-minute break because the healer wanted to go get their gear repaired. So there's that. Let's get this guy over here. All right, he needs to chase me. He needs to chase me over here. Come on. Perfect. So that orb still got cast, so that's... Oh no, I thought that healer was going to go down again. It's just a cub. Her bear is just a cub. But it's a werebear. Ah. You guys see that? He stood right underneath it. Like that's death. Pro rip key. This is a rip key to the rip keys. This is the same one before you left work. Yeah, man. This is our healer. It's his first time here, so we've gotten a few times where we can't continue because we're just not getting healed. That guy's first time. Yeah, it's a rough lesson. And then like this, like we just rezzed him. They just cast a res on him, and he's just chilling. Come on. Oh man. If this run takes too much longer, we're just gonna do the giveaway. This is a rip key. Alright. This is nothing. You should have seen Lower Kara. Oh man. But okay, but Lower Kara wasn't even like somebody messed up. Lower Kara was just it was a troll rip key. I don't even know how to react to that Lower Kara. In fact, I didn't know how to react. Clint from the chat was in there, and then I told, look at this, look at these necrotic stacks, 36. Why you do this, Blizzard? Yeah, we need to focus on the ads more. This is just not gonna happen. 20%, no B reses, so I have to release and run back. Oh, they got it. They got it. Stress level activated. Yeah, so the Lower Kara key. We cleared all the way up to the first boss, which was Opera. And then we did Opera, 1 death. That was it. It wasn't a wipe. Just one person died to Opera, and we killed it. Perfect time and everything. And the guy who was a party leader, so the guy whose key it was, proceeded to boot everyone from the key. That was it. That was like he did the first boss and then booted everyone. So that's it was a rip key because we all got booted. It was really weird. So yeah, I asked Clint, and yeah, everybody got booted. Everybody was just standing there on the platform saying, "What's going on? What's going on? Question mark? Question mark? I don't get it." You say the leader was butthurt because he was low on DPS. He was the lowest DPSer. All right. If we wipe more on these bosses, we're gonna have to give them the rip key. Yeah, I mean it was a, I mean for all things, I think it was a 13 Lower Kara or something. It was a really good run for it being a plus 13, but the guy just raged. You were there, Clint? Yeah, he saw the group finder and joined up. Yeah, he just booted everybody. No idea what triggered him, set him off. Okay, this boss is not going to be fun. Summons a lot of ads. Need to take down those portals ASAP. So, let's see. We have a Fell Soul Cleave happening very soon. You guys are going to see a little bit of tank back, a little bit of my spine there. You guys are going to see my 10th spinal vertebrae. And then we're going to have the ads here. Oh no, the healer's just standing in the shield. Look at the shield. 67, 66. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Our shield is not going to exist by the time we want to use it. Uh-oh. Oh, oh, oh.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, and we're going to start getting ads at this point. 2 people are down. Yeah, this is just not going to happen. Alright. We'll call it. We'll just start doing the giveaway. This is just not going to end well. Having to learn this boss and then having to learn the next boss is going to take a very long time. Alright, let's go do the giveaway. Rip key. I hate calling it and like running out of new people's groups. But we've been in here for about 45-50 minutes at this point. Alright, yeah, the guy understood. I said I have to go, and the guy said, thank you for your time. So, the guy understands. I'm glad it wasn't a giant nerd rage of... a giant nerd rage where they curse me out. Seems peeps don't know how to deal with Mythic tactics. What was that? That guy had never been into Cathedral. So he was standing in the shield, diminishing it, and then someone typed out, don't stand in the shield. When they typed that out, he ran out of the shield and never ran back in. So, yeah. That's where that run went. Alright, time for the giveaway. So, I'm going to let you guys know again that the Discord is almost ready. The last thing I need to do for the Discord is build the inventory. But as far as like the resources go, it's pretty much built out. So, on Friday, if not this next Friday, next Wednesday for sure, I'll have the Discord for you guys, so you guys can join. And you guys are welcome to use that Discord for any pugs you guys are running, for any rip keys you guys are running. You guys can invite anyone into that community. If there's anyone that's too toxic, I'm gonna have mods in there as well that just boot people. So hopefully we don't get people that are too toxic in there. As far as what pets we have this week, we have still a ton of options. I mean, we're starting to run them down a little bit, but let me go set the robot up and then catch up with chat. It'll be a 5-minute giveaway. For those of you who were only here to watch the rip keys, I do want to say thank you for stopping by, and thank you for supporting me in whichever way you do support me. I have been getting demonetized lately, which is really weird for me because I don't necessarily type out too many things. So I don't necessarily do too many things. Hold on, I'm looking at chat real quick. Yeah, I don't necessarily do too many things that get me demonetized, but every single one of my videos has been getting demonetized lately. So your support just means that much more to me. For those of you who are supporting me on Patreon, I'm going to be doing more Patreon exclusive videos, or not Patreon exclusive, but you guys get them earlier. So I'm working on a few that you guys are going to be getting. So yeah, thank you guys for supporting me, and thank you guys for trying to, you know, I want to one day turn this into something that'll pay the bills. So hopefully I get there one day. When I finish the giveaway, could you send? Yeah, I'll send you a message, New Era, for sure. Can EU UK join Discord? For sure, Tulip. Yeah, EU UK. I'll if you guys really want me to, I can even do LFG groups that say EU. But yeah, Discord will be open to anyone. You guys can just go in there and just chat. There's gonna be sections in there that say help me tank, help me do a certain raid boss. So you guys can either see my videos, you guys can talk amongst each other and say, how are you guys dealing with, let's say that TOS just came out. Like, how are you guys dealing with Goroth? And then someone else can say, oh, you have to spell like this to survive it, and then you have to block this, block that. So yeah, the giveaway is live also. So just type in the word giveaway. Wait, is the giveaway live? Oh no, not yet. Wait, did it? Yeah, the giveaway is live. So just type in the word giveaway. You guys will be entered to win one of these pets. So there are a ton of pets. Once you guys do win and log in, I will send you a link to all these pets, and you guys can pick what you guys want. Good luck on the giveaway. Thank you for stopping by, Epic. Thank you, man. You're guessing that's WW. What's WW? Yeah, Tulu, sorry. You missed out on a large majority of the stream. I'm ending it a little bit early today because I'm feeling under the weather, and the more I talk, the more my throat feels very strained. So the throat lozenges are not helping at this point. So I'm ending maybe about half an hour early. Nothing too early, but I want to make sure I still have a voice for Friday and for the videos I need to make for you guys for tomorrow as well. And yeah, the live stream. Worldwide, yeah, for sure. The Discord's gonna be worldwide. Yeah. Good stuff. Hopefully you can hop on Friday for the raids. No one's gonna enter the giveaway? No one has typed in the word giveaway yet. No one wants to enter the giveaway? Thank you. Thank you. I am taking my meds and drinking tons of water, some tea, so hopefully I'll feel better. Nothing too major right now, so hopefully it does. If it doesn't get worse, I'm good. So hopefully keep it down. What time on Friday Pacific? Yes, it's gonna be at 11:30 a.m. Pacific. So at 11:30 a.m. I launch, and then I get the group forming in the first 15 minutes or so. So you have the first 15 minutes or so in the live stream to join in for the first boss, and then once we get the group going at about 11:45 a.m. we'll just start, blasting through a normal TOS. Normally takes us about an hour and a half, depending on if we wipe or if we don't, and then we have heroic TOS after until the end of the stream. Giveaway? If you put it with question marks, I don't think it recognizes it, by the way. Yeah, right now Clint's the only one in the giveaway, so Clint's gonna win guaranteed. He's gonna double up his money. And thank you, New Era. Tea, the cure for all ails. Yeah. I started having some yesterday is when I started feeling sick, so you can probably start work early, wrap it up hopefully by 11 or by 1:15. 1:15 Central. Yeah, you'll be right on time, man. You'll be 15 minutes early. Giveaway, there you go. Now it's 50-50 between Clint and Liam. And 10 more seconds. 50-50? 50-50? It's only going to be 2 people entering. Alright. And the winner's Clint with the 50-50 chance. Alright, Clint, do you have any guys over here on Terralion? If you don't, Clint, can you create a new orc on Terralion and meet me over here in the starting zone? You cried? I'm sorry. Have fun later. Thank you. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Alright, Clint. Making it happen. That's a lot of pets. A lot of pets to choose from. We had a lot of people step out of the live stream, unfortunately. We were waiting for that waiting for the healer to run back and repair and run back into Cathedral. So we did lose a lot of people there, so it kinda sucks. Missed out on the giveaway. Hopefully catch me on the next one for sure, Tulip. Next one will be Friday at the same time as today. And if not Friday, if you want to watch the VOD for that, if I get finished with the Discord by Friday, you can look in the description section of Friday's live stream and see if the Discord link is there. If not, for sure by next Wednesday I'll have the Discord up and running. No Destiny 2 stuff on Discord yet. I'm just building WoW stuff out first because I have a lot more of a WoW community. Off to 14 halls you go. Good luck. Good luck for 14 halls. Beep beep? Who's beeping around here? Someone called Give Me Stuff. Where's Give Me Stuff? Aha! Give me stuff. Alright, let me send you an invite. And let me link all of this nonsense to you. All of the nonsense. Nah, all the pets. Let me just see which one you want. If you already know what you want, you can see it on the screen. And you know which one you want, just let me know. You can interrupt me. That Lua error always happens when I link something that's too many characters. It's annoying. Grasping Manifestation would be me. Let's see. Grasping. There you go. Alright. Congratulations, Clint. Alright, so to everybody, thank you again for supporting me. Thank you for stopping by. And thank you for watching and commenting and liking. Doing doing all of the great things that I already know you all do. Thank you guys for even stopping by all these live streams, whether it's Wednesdays, Fridays, whatever it is that you guys do to support me. Huge shout out to you guys. Let's do a little dance, and I will have the Discord very soon for you guys, and also more Destiny content coming up. And there's a non-combat pen between me and Clint. You guys see that? A nice little manifestation. So Clint gets one and you get the rest of them. Unfortunately, no, Liam. But you can always enter on Friday or next week. So yeah, thank you guys for always supporting me. Sponsors, patrons. I'm going to be releasing more patron videos coming up. I know I slowed down a little bit last month, so I apologize for those patrons that are sticking in there with me as I get used to having all of this. You know, I'm still relatively new at this whole YouTube thing. So thank you guys. Honestly, your support means a ton to me. I appreciate all of it, and good luck out there.